Yeah, what's going on, everybody? What's happening? It's 101 on Arsenal here. Good to see you guys. And we are live at the moment, and we are waiting for this game right now, which, boy, I don't know. I got to be honest with you. I got to think to myself, this isn't the way how we wanted to go into a game like today. And yeah, it's not exactly what I wanted as far as the team sheet goes, but we're going to have a look at the team sheet. I hope you guys can see it well. Let me blow it up for you and see if you can see it. But welcome to everybody in Arsenal land. Hope you guys are doing good, man. Here we go. Right, yeah. Just checking that the feed and the audio is okay. All of you lot can hear me. Sweet. So let's have a look at this now. From a perspective of trying to put together an attacking team that's going to do well there, I don't think Arsenal have done terribly bad, but this is a situation that we're trying to make the best of considering the amount of players that we have out injured. Now, I don't think that this is everybody's ideal situation, but the fact is, it's uh, it's just one of those things, man. It really is, and we're just gonna have to suck it up. Sorry, apologies to everybody on Facebook. You're gonna have to come and get the stream live here because um, StreamYard's messing around with Facebook again. It was doing that about 3 weeks ago, but now we're back in here. What's going on, Tony? How you doing, bro?
Hey, good evening, boys. Literally just getting in from work.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Nice one.
Oh man,
I've
what
the
channel are we
stream.
on? BBC?
It's Sky Sports.
Is it Sky Sports?
Yeah, but my Sky Sports has just been a bit silly at the moment, so I've just got it. Yeah, it's fixed now. Yeah, that's it. Right. Do I have commentary? Yeah, I've got very, very faint commentary here. I hope you can't hear it. So let's go through the team sheet, guys. The team sheet, as it is now, is Ramsdale in goal. So there you go, no Leno. So he's taking this one quite seriously. Have to go with Cedric because there's no Tamiatsu. Ben White, Gabriel in the middle, Tierney on the left, Lokonga and Xhaka in the midfield, which is what we pretty much expected. And then we've got Saka, Martinelli on the flanks, Nketiah up front. And guess what? This is what I said to you in the last game. Remember when I said to you against Forest that Lacazette will have to go in place of Odegaard because if we were stuck in the midfield, you can play Odegaard as holding. That's where he plays sometimes with Norway. But the situation here for me that confused me was when Odegaard got dropped earlier on in the season in the Premier League, it was Lacazette playing as the number 10. So for me, this is pretty fitting. This makes all the sense in the world. What's your thoughts on the team sheet, Tony?
Yeah, I mean it's a strong team at the end of the day. We've got a pretty strong defense. We hope Cedric has one of his best games. Midfield, I mean, you got to go with what's left. There was nothing left, literally. And then up in attack, yeah, you do. We've got good options. It's a shame we haven't got Smith Rowe because look, we missed the kid. His goal to game ratio was getting really exciting for me. So I'd love to see him back at some point very quickly, back into the fray. So yeah, the onus is for Saka to do what he's been doing of late and continue his goal scoring form. So let's hope we can get some goals. Again, this is another game for Eddie to shine. He could score a hat-trick today and everybody will be back on the Eddie is mustard. Get in. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a close one. Yeah, that was
I'm at 1 minute.
that was very close. I'm just resetting the parameters here for Facebook. Doesn't look like it's happening today.
What's going on, gents?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry
hey, what's
guys. I
up,
have to
Vincey?
apologize. I have to apologize for Facebook. Facebook's doing what it was doing 3 weeks ago. We've got no Facebook stream. We do have a Twitter stream, and then we're here live on YouTube. Everybody, Vincey, what's your thoughts on the team sheet?
Let's have a look now. Oh, Ramsdale's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I'm a big Tavares fan. You know, I know he didn't have a good game against Forest, but I think he adds so much coming forward
Agreed.
that it's just a matter of time. He'll work out those problems that he's had, and he'll mature and develop. I think it's a decent team. I look at this, and I hear the comments that fans were saying from the Newcastle game, and say not the Forest game, and saying that our football was atrocious. But you look at this team here, and it shouldn't be atrocious. Um, I think it's a decent team. It's confident that we got Ramsdale in as opposed to Leno, so it gives us a good foothold. My only concern is you can't do much with Cedric, really. I've never been a fan. I haven't been convinced with him, so that's going to be a challenge down the right hand side. Interesting to see Salah Adine on the Suns bench. A lot of rave reviews about hopefully him getting an opportunity. So it'd be interesting to see if we get a chance. Mari, wow.
Yeah, tell me
Wow.
about it. Tell me about it.
To be honest,
So,
he's
guys-
been on a team sheet for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, yes,
He
yes.
has been sitting on the bench for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I didn't see the game. I didn't see last week's game.
Yeah, he was on the bench. I mean, we've got a plethora of centre backs. You could have Chambers, Kolasinac, Holding. You've got a whole raft of centre backs at the club at the moment.
Yeah, he was rumoured to be interested to be either going to Milan,
Yeah.
AC.
So
Mari.
I read. I don't know if you guys read the same article about Saliba getting integrated back in next season.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, there was comment.
Yeah,
that
talk to us. Tell us all about it.
basically
Tell
it's
us
just
all
saying
about
that one of the people close to the club was saying that there were talks about him being integrated into the team. Obviously, they must be looking and saying, we have to work with this guy. We have to, because we have a diamond in our team, who is not in our team.
Yeah.
And unlucky Xhaka. Go on.
Yeah, he ran that one down.
Go on. Oh, good. That was.
It's nice, good interlink play there.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's what we want to hear. That's the kind of commentary that I'm looking to hear about Saliba. That the club are pleased with what they're seeing, and that they're looking to integrate him very. What the hell?
That was.
What the hell?
But listen. Tavares got hooked for doing that last week, even though it wasn't just that. Tavares was doing quite a lot, but that was one of the things that Tavares did. Silly back pass. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Gabriel.
Yeah, that was Gabriel.
Jesus, what?
Yeah, Tony, I agree with you because I'm a huge Saliba fan.
Yeah.
Huge. But until the mindset changes to utilise a player of his ability and his potential after we've invested that money in him, is
why is Lacazette
guarding Van Dijk? I know.
Van Dijk.
Yeah, I know.
The shortest man is defending the tallest man.
He's got about
talk about a goal threat from a corner. Van Dijk is the guy.
He's got about 5-6 inches on him. Yeah.
That makes no sense.
6'3" against 5'9".
I mean, literally, if I'm going to pick any player out of that Liverpool team to defend at a corner with my strongest player, it's Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's foolishness. 18, what's going on? He said, even now, not looking forward to tonight's game. Kuke said we could have signed experienced mid in the summer, knowing Partey was... well, we had experienced mids. Niles was man of the match against Watford. El Nene was spot playing. We had players in there. Sambi has had 2 man of the matches. We've had players in there, mate. But yeah, I don't disagree with you. He says you'll never walk alone. 18 says Saliba's is Tony's love child.
He is, mate.
Apollo, what's your thoughts on the system? Personally, I think we should have gone to a back three. I just wouldn't. You can't play Cedric at right back. He's better as a wing back. He's way better as a wing back. If you're playing him at right back, then he's a liability. he's better as a wing back, and he offers you a little bit more forward.
Go on.
We have the players for a back three, because Tierney's played in a back three many times with Celtic and Arsenal. I don't know. I don't know why we're not playing 3-4-3. Yeah,
I think when you've made your mind up about the way that you're going to try and play, I think it's one of them. You live by the sword and you die by the sword. You know, he's got his favourite formation. You know, I don't see Arteta being the kind of manager who wants to change too much too often.
Mm-hmm.
But Tony, you say that he does change too often to what he wants to do, as opposed to what's probably best suited for the team. So, you know, this is, you know, when I talk about management, this is exactly the point. He has his style.
Ouch.
He will play his style of football.
Yeah.
And that's it. But that's not to say that he can't change and compensate for other things. He just chooses not to.
So Martinelli just went in for that tackle with Van Dijk,
I just saw that.
Second best.
Guys, I'm on 8 minutes at the moment. Where are you at?
7:57.
7:50. What channel is it streaming on?
Sky. I'm on Sky Go on my Xbox. It's Sky Main Event.
It's Sky. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Sky Main Event.
If you got Astro Sports, it's on Astro Super Sport too.
My only concern with my client, Martinelli, is he does go in 100% in some challenges that are a little bit senseless. That, you know, he's got to protect himself a little bit more and use his head.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Jurgen Klopp doesn't. Martinelli and potentially Smith Rowe and Xhaka is because they are so young, they haven't yet developed physically. So there are players out there who, you know, they've got their man muscles and they are much stronger in a challenge. So, you know, when it comes to a shoulder-to-shoulder tackle, what the hell? You know, you kind of feel like they're always going to be second best.
Just to remind you, Jurgen Klopp's record against Mikel Arteta in the cup, in cup games, you know, they lost in the Charity Shield to Arsenal. They lost in the FA Cup to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Last time they played here in the cup, it was 5-5.
Because obviously Liverpool are looks like Cedric's out. The way he punched the ground there looks like he's done something.
Yeah, that's not good. He's nodding his head. He's pointing to his back.
Because
he's pointing to his back. Yeah, it's his hip. It's his hip.
Yeah, the way he's banging the floor, he knows that something's broken again. It's almost like, I know what's wrong. It's this injury has happened again.
Yeah.
Who's bringing on? Chambers? Okay. So Chambers hasn't been out for a while, so this should be interesting. I like Chambers.
He's been dynamite at right back, Chambers.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, don't forget, Ben White played right back recently.
Yeah, he did.
You know, so he could have played Rob Holding at centre half and brought Ben White to right back. But Chambers, I'm happy with. I'm not complaining. I don't think he's any worse than Cedric. In fact, I think he's a better defender.
Of course, agreed.
You know,
I think he's a better attacker as well. He gets stuck in.
I think you're right, Tone. I would say that.
I mean, he was my.
So Chambers was on
sixth man.
Okay.
Did you say he was a sixth man last year at the end of the season for me, Chambers?
Yeah. Chambers is out of contract this summer.
Yeah, that's an interesting one because he's clearly a good player. You know, former player of the year at Fulham. You know, I don't think he's ever let us down.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, Tony. I would have brought on Tavares to play at right back, which is where he can play.
Good tackle. Oh,
yeah.
Looks like that's
Gabriel. Yeah, I thought the ref was going to get nasty. Oh, shit.
Oh, my word.
Oh, my God. Ramsdale.
And do you know what? I have looked at the first say 10 minutes, and he looked nervous. This is the most nervous I've seen Ramsdale in goal
Oh God.
with some of his decisions. But
He ain't
I
played in
mean,
a couple of weeks though.
sorry.
He ain't played in a couple of weeks. Most of these guys haven't seen a lot of football this since the Christmas period. That's actually handball. The ball actually hits his hand.
Yeah,
He would have taken that. He would have got rid of that ball easier or passed it out a lot quicker. It's just, I think it's rust. He'll get it out of his system, hopefully.
Yeah, he's got a fist to that. He's punched out the corner, guys.
I'm on
What's
12,
going on to
20.
everybody who's tuning in to the stream? What's happening, everybody, man? Not a lot of Arsenal fans looking forward to this game because we never, ever, ever, ever do well here. And I get it, guys. I feel you. But you still got to support your team, man. You still got to turn up.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Sorry.
That was close.
This is the one tournament. This is the one competition that I want us to win. So I'm confident over 2 legs.
I don't
They're
get
in
it.
disarray here, guys. Ramsey takes an age to clear the ball from the edge of the box, and he sees that it's shut down and closed down by Henderson. The resulting corner causes all kind of complications. Ramsdale makes amends, though, by punching the corner clear, but Liverpool are just parking themselves on the box. Even now, they're attacking with 4 shirts in the box.
What?
Is that Jota? Oh,
What?
shit. Robinson had a shot, and it just deflected.
The way Robinson just went past Chambers. That was terrible.
Easy. It's just pace of movement.
Yeah.
And, great challenge there, Gabriel. But no, it wasn't Gabriel. Who was it?
Ben White. Ben White got a touch to the cross.
Ben White. Yeah, Ben White. Great touch.
Well, guys, I've got to be honest with you. Liverpool have had 4 corners in the first 13 minutes. It's not going to be long before they punish Arsenal for these silly mistakes.
Yeah.
Xhaka does well to clear the corner at the near post. Concerning times for Arsenal, guys. They're on the back foot here.
It wasn't Saka. It was Nketiah.
I thought it was Saka. He's right there. Look.
Yeah.
And Apollo, this is Tony would understand what I'm talking about because we play this type of football. In training, when you move the ball at pace and you've got to control the ball at pace and move it quickly and move, that's all that Liverpool are doing right now. They're not doing anything fancy with the ball. They're just moving it at pace. So you can't, if you go to get the ball's already moved and you're out of position.
For Arsenal fans, what was good about the display we had where they capitulated? It was the first 40 minutes. We were matching them until we started to make mistakes, until a few mistakes came into the game. But we were matching them. And Saka had 2 really good chances in that game. Guys, I've got to go and get a drink. I completely forgot from my throat. So I'll be back in a second.
No problem. So we're 15 minutes into the game. Arsenal yet to really stamp their authority on this game. We have created a couple of opportunities, but it's really at the moment all one-way traffic. There needs to be a change in the way this game is being played. We need to retain the ball. We need to move the ball quicker. So let's see how we get on. Ball kicked out by Ramsdale. Okay, get the ball, control, move it. That's it. It's an interesting situation today for Sambi Lokonga because he's now had a game to get himself back into the fray. He's had 90 minutes under his belt. Didn't do anything terrible, but didn't also at the same time ingratiate himself in the last game. So hopefully today, we know what he can do. We've seen it before. He can start to impose himself on the game and maybe start creating some problems. How's that a foul against Arsenal? So looks like Martinelli was protecting the ball and played the ball out to Tierney, but in so doing, oh my goodness, it's one of those where his hand's gone up in the air and he's literally just brushed Henderson on the cheek and Henderson's gone down like a sack of potatoes.
Nice. What happened to Vinci?
Oh, go on. There we go.
It's Saka. He's kept the ball in play.
Oh, he's offside.
Oh, Lord.
I thought he was on.
Oh, man.
That had to be close.
Hey, what happened
That
to
was
Vincey?
very close. I would even say the player at the far end of the pitch is playing him on.
So, guys, thank you for all who are joining us. It's a young Arsenal side,
Hey,
guys.
Go Eddie, go Eddie. Go
But
Eddie.
they hopefully let's hope that they give it a go tonight. Let's hope that they put in a better performance. Vince is coming back in. Arsenal are on the left-hand side with Tierney. Tierney works the ball around with Xhaka, and Tierney makes a run, crosses the ball in. As Van Dijk is just bigger and stronger than everybody else there in the box.
He made the decision that was going to be my ball.
He, as I would say, he Sol Campbell that cross. He Sol Campbell it. I need to see an improved performance from Martinelli today. He wasn't
there's a
good
couple
the
of
other
players
day,
like that. I just mentioned while you were off about Sambi Lokonga. Now that he's had 90 minutes under his belt, where he didn't really put himself in a position to be, given the kind of plaudits that he'd received previously. So hopefully today, he can start to be a little bit more expressive and do some stuff. Nice.
Lacazette's fighting for the ball there, man.
Oh, go on, get it. Unlucky.
So 18.5 minutes gone, guys. Arsenal's first decent spell of possession here.
Oh, nice shot. Nice shot there by Lacazette.
You can see here. Looks like it's the ball gets nicked from Sambi. Sambi steals the ball, and Lacazette just has a ball which 30 yards. But Lokonga was depossessed Henderson in the midfield, which is what caused that. Lacazette's effort just goes wide of the postage stamp. I think Alisson might have been in trouble there if he was a few yards off. Lacazette needs a good game today.
So, Apollo, you're saying we don't have Facebook users joining in on the stream?
No.
Okay.
And I don't know whether that is because we started the stream 2 minutes late. Facebook's really funny when it comes to timekeeping.
Really?
Yeah. If you don't start it on time, even by a nanosecond, it blocks it. And I apologize to G because he's on the base there and they don't have YouTube, so he depends on the Facebook stream to get the updates.
Oh, okay.
He's already sent me 2 messages. Arsenal pressing at the moment for Liverpool playing out the back. Nketiah is the man that you want to do that. It's Nketiah and Lacazette and Saka, really. Those are the guys who are in charge of the press. So Arsenal is offering some resistance up front at the moment. Boy, listen, I was going to do my Bayesian voice, but I couldn't. I said, boy, somebody's scraping the bottom of the barrel there. I can hear the plate. What's going on, everybody, man?
Well done. Go on, Eddie.
Go on. It's Nketiah fighting there, him and Saka. And does Lacazette pick up the loose ball? No, he doesn't. Arsenal have to harass and press these guys. Yeah. If they don't take the game to Liverpool...
You just saw a world-class piece of defending from Van Dijk, because if he gets that wrong, Eddie's in with a sitter.
Eddie's in with it, exactly. Lokonga's doing a number on Jordan Henderson right now, man.
What is going on? It walks in through our box, though.
Yeah, well played there by Chambers.
Chambers, yeah.
Come on, Arsenal. Let's get this sorted out, man. What's going on to everybody? Everybody out there and asking for the game so far. Do you think that this could be a chance for us to show that we can take a game back to the Emirates and compete? Look,
That's all. That's
first
all
of
they need
all,
to
we need a
do.
goal. Yeah,
That's
we
all they
need a
need to
goal
do.
today. That's the most important thing.
It's 2 legs. You get a goal. It's nice. But make sure you got a chance in the second game. That's the main thing.
Yeah. In the second game, we could be at full strength, but Liverpool is probably going to be set up the way they're setting up now. But Tony, it wasn't Van Dijk, it was Matic.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Matic. But here comes Liverpool again on the attack on the left-hand side. It's Firmino here who squares the ball to is that Milner? James Milner and his old ass in the midfield.
He is.
I can't believe James Milner's still playing for Liverpool, boy.
Is it Minamino?
Yeah.
Minamino is in there as well. But
So
Milner is at the
Firmino
point.
and Minamino.
Milner's in the pivot. Lacazette
Nice
just
pass.
won the ball back. That's a great ball now
Great
to
ball.
Saka. Saka here on the
Go on,
break.
Xhaka.
He's
Take
got
him on.
Nketiah and Lacazette in the middle.
Oh!
He crosses. Oh!
My word.
He couldn't
Unlucky.
find a man in the middle. He puts the ball in. It's too far ahead of Nketiah.
Yeah.
And
That was
we've got
unlucky. I think that was a good ball.
and we've got Letzi
What
in
the
the chat.
hell?
Oh,
What the hell? Red
Oh, no.
card.
Oh no.
Unbelievable.
Oh no.
What was he doing? He's done it again.
You know what? I'm not saying nothing.
Jesus wept.
I'm not gonna say
Stand the
I'm not
man
saying
up.
nothing.
Fall down. This guy.
Yeah.
Stand the man up.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything. Guys, let me get my head around this first because I don't do any of this.
Jesus wept.
I don't know what this guy's doing.
What was he thinking?
Oh my god. And he's got the audacity to wave to the referee like the other guy's done something wrong.
He's trying to claim that he didn't look at the man, he was looking at the ball in the air. And he kicks the guy right in the stomach.
My concern is you know that that attacker's going to be running to get the ball. So normally, if you were on your own, you wouldn't defend the ball like that. So why would you? I just don't understand in that position why you would do that to challenge the ball in that sense, knowing that there's an attacker trying to get the ball.
I mean, in all honesty, I don't even understand how he's the last man with Jota. So what now?
Guys,
What is he doing now? Where is Rob Holding going to play? We haven't lost the centre mid. We haven't lost the centre back. We've lost the centre midfielder. So what is he going to do now?
well, you're defending, innit? You're on the back foot, man.
So where is Rob Holding going to play? Or is he going to push Chambers up? Or I don't know.
It's got a lot to do with trying to deal with the holes that this guy puts us through. And you guys wonder why I want this guy gone, man. I mean, how many times has this guy let us down? I don't even like talking about it anymore.
It's got to take Nketiah off. He's got to take Nketiah off.
Yeah. Guys, I can't even say anything. I mean, Lav Kanguna's in the chat laughing his head off. Yeah. Anyway, I've boycotted the player, so I don't have anything to say. I'll leave that all up to you lot.
Okay, so now it's 26 minutes in, and we're making 2 substitutions.
Tavares and Holding. We're defending.
So hang on.
We're defending for 90 minutes.
3 substitutions in 26 minutes.
Yeah, thanks to your boy Xhaka.
Unbelievable.
So, Andrew, how you doing? Andrew says, "What's going on, man?" Victor saying, "How we doing?" We're doing good, man. Well, we was doing good until Xhaka. Andrew says Xhaka got an appointment to get himself sent off. Well, the good thing is he ain't here for 3 games. The bad news is we ain't got no midfielders anyway. So, isn't that nice? Once again, he throws the team under the bus. Yeah. Victor saying we're going to get battered now. Yeah, I think we'll be lucky to get away with 3 or 4-0. This, whichever way you look at it, if Liverpool start opening up on us, the tie's over. Thanks to Xhaka.
This is damage limitation already.
Victor says, and in our experience, a coach wants to remove Martinelli. Andrew says, Granit Xhaka has exhausted all chances now. Bro, he exhausted all chances years ago. This is just gravy. Yeah? This is just like, I told you so all over again. Yeah. I mean, we're short for Spurs now. How can you beat Spurs now with no midfield? Not that there was anything with him anyway, but still. Yeah, we don't know whether Odegaard's going to be back. Nketiah's just been taken off.
Wow. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, you just have to laugh.
I can't. You know what this backs up, right? This is incompetence by Arsenal. I'm sorry. Because how do you get to January and you've only got one of what you would consider to be... Oh, shit. That could have gone anywhere from holding. You know, you get to this point in the season, you know you're going to lose players to the African nations, and then you leave yourself with literally 2 centre midfielders.
Fab to Cool. What's going on, Fab to Cool? Hope you are doing well, my brother. 18 says, Xhaka lovers in hiding again. Fab to Cool says, you just have to laugh at it. That's all I ever do, bro. I laugh at him these days, and that's all I've done for quite a while. Liverpool on the attack now, but Arsenal really just trying to hold it down. Andrew says, does the Carabao Cup bookings and sending off count? It better. It better. The only time this guy ever gets dropped is if he gets red cards and injured, which is quite a few times, actually. He's missed 21 games in his time at Arsenal for red cards. That's more than half a season. So in the 5 years he's been here, he's missed half a season's worth of red cards, banned for red cards. That's atrocious. But all I can say is it serves Arteta right. That's what happens when you back a dead horse. When you back a donkey and the donkey's whipped you so many times before, you deserve it. You know, this is what this guy can do, but yet you play him anyway, and then you wonder why it doesn't go well when you do it. So you only have yourself to blame for that, Arteta. Sorry, I can't defend it. I'll defend Arteta every day of the week, but when it comes to Xhaka, I ain't lifting a foot. BB says you won't even find me defending Xhaka tonight. Yeah, bro, it is what it is, man. The gift is Xhaka's the gift that keeps on giving, and as long as he stays at Arsenal, this is what's going to happen.
Apollo, I don't see how you can defend Arteta because he picks him.
I just said that, Tony. I said I can't defend him.
Yeah.
I can defend him for everything else, but I refuse to even defend him for this. Yeah. Because you know the guy's whipped you so many times before, and then he's come back and he's doing it again. And the more you play him, the more he's going to be a liability to the team. I'm tired of talking about it, to be honest. Emirates says, how many times does Xhaka need to cost the team before Arteta wakes up? Until Arteta loses his job. Because that's what happened to the other managers. Lacazette fighting, man. Lacazette fighting in the middle there. But boy, this is going to be tough to overcome. Down to 10 men at Anfield. Man. Yeah, I agree, Victor. When his ban's over, Arteta won't be able to wait. He won't be waiting until he can throw him back in the starting 11 again. Ewan Murray says, I don't understand this love affair with Xhaka by Arteta. I don't understand it with the fans. I don't understand it with the fans, bro. I don't understand it. The guy tells you to F off, sticks his 2 fingers up at you, and you're still supporting him. I don't get the fans. The manager, yeah, I agree with you. But I don't get why the fans throw their support behind this guy. This guy's a train wreck, man. An absolute train wreck. Mad. And against Tottenham, a game they have to win. You've single-handedly thrown your team under the bus again. Single-handedly. No one else is doing that. But you, against Man City, we had the game on lockdown until Xhaka turned up. And if that wasn't the case, Gabriel would have never been sent off. Same story, different season. Wow. So, guys, since his debut for Arsenal in 2016 and 2017, no Premier League player has been sent off more than Granit Xhaka, and that's 5 times. And he's also had more red cards than any player in the last 8 years in Europe. Bobby says, you won't even find me defending Xhaka tonight. Ewan says the amount of points that he has cost us. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't say anything. I've said all I can, really. I mean, we've got to sit here for an hour now and hope that these guys can bring a result back to the Emirates. I mean, how do they do that? And I think, listen, let positivity just air the room for 1 minute. All the damage that has normally been done to Arsenal by Liverpool is from Salah and Mane. And both of them guys ain't here. So my question is how does Liverpool break Arsenal down now? Without your magic boy. Because look, Liverpool are just being wasteless with the ball. Cameras zooming in on Trent Alexander, on Robinson, man, they're dashing chances away, fumbling over the ball. How do they respond and put Arsenal under pressure? That's the question right now. Yeah, Liverpool are going to continue to ask questions about Arsenal's defensive display, but do you have the man that can unlock that?
I mean, the thing that you got to look at there right now, is Arsenal have put themselves in a position to hold a 0-0 for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
because you have 4 centre halves on the pitch. 4. Yeah?
I'm the way I'm looking at it, we're still in the game. I think where they're not using the ball well now that they have a man advantage, because
I mean, their most dangerous players are not here, so they're clearly gonna struggle to be as creative as they normally are.
Yeah.
But look, it's 10 men. We got to be clever. We got to be sensible. Right there, Ben White has an opportunity to. I know you don't take a touch in the box, but he actually needs to get a shout to say you got the time to actually find a pass, because he's literally in an acre of room.
I think, as Tony, you alluded to, we're set up to defend for the rest of the game, but Liverpool have to be patient because they've got a man advantage for over an hour, so they've got to use the ball wisely to Apollo's point, and they haven't been. They've been very impatient with how they're using the ball, which you're not expecting that from a Liverpool team, but you know what I mean. It's still early days. I'm still confident that we can get something out of this game. Because
what do you call something, Tone? You talking
whether it's a draw, even if it's a 1-0 loss, it's still something. It's something for us to go back into
Sambi.
It's something to take home for the second leg. In this position now that we've got a man down,
Yeah. I mean, the thing that I will say is, again, this is Arsenal's incompetence. We should never be in a situation in a season where we have no European football, yeah, in a situation where we effectively have no centre-backs left at the club to play. Centre midfield, sorry.
I'll tell you Tony, I'll tell you the reason why we're in this situation. And some fans don't want to hear it, but they didn't, from the start of the season, they didn't take this tournament seriously. And I've always said, this is no different than Arsenal finishing 5th or 6th in the league.
It's not about this competition, Tone. It's a numbers game. Yeah? Because on Saturday, yeah, we've got one centre midfielder.
Yeah, but he's decided to send a midfielder out on loan. This is the point.
Yeah. Well, that was Edu's decision, not Arteta's.
That makes no sense.
Yeah,
and also remember, when you go on loan, that's always the player's forte. So the players come and told him that he wants to get out of here.
So, but if he was, you alluded to at the start of the stream that Maitland-Niles had a man of the match performance. He had it.
Yeah.
And since then, the guy's been non-existent. So it's not just the fact that he just wants to go on loan. The manager is not playing a player, which is the reason why he wants to go out on loan. These are the management points that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it's not just about the league, because if we took this seriously, you know, Maitland-Niles would be starting this game alongside Xhaka in the midfield.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand it. I don't get it, and it's
look. If the guy wants to go on loan, I get it. But what you don't do is you loan him out at the start of the month when you ain't got players, yeah, and you know the games you've got ahead of you. Twice against Liverpool, once against Man City, and once against Tottenham. How are you letting a guy go?
Because they got forced into a hole. Roma said if it doesn't happen this week, then they don't want him. They got forced into a hole. And now it's put Arsenal in a hole. So you've helped out Roma, and by putting a disadvantage on yourself. That's bad front office decisions, in my opinion. And now they're scraping the bottom of the barrel to get a player in the next few days, which it ain't going to happen. And by the way, Nicholas says, does anybody want to buy Julian Alvarez from River Plate? He's a really good player. 20 years old. He's got 20 goals already for River Plate. I do know he's got a 17 million clause in his contract, but I also know he wants to go to Spain and Italy. He has no interest in coming to the UK playing in the Premiership. As far as I'm aware, AC Milan and Inter Milan, he wants to play in Milan, and then I believe Real Madrid are after him as well. So I don't see that happening. I don't see any team getting him, including Newcastle. Victor says, who's going to buy this train wreck? Yeah, I mean, that just goes to show, though, Victor, why you couldn't even get 17 million for him. You know, it goes to show why you could. Look, you got a man like Ruben Neves worth 45 million, Basuma 50 million, Ndidi. You got all these men that's worth money, and some Arsenal fans would make you believe that Xhaka is an elite player. And if he is, then why can't you get 17 million for him? Yeah, I mean, look, man. Yeah, Emery says we haven't qualified for Champions League since Xhaka signed. I say that all the time. Victor saying Liverpool are larking these strikers. Mane and Salah. Yeah. I mean, we're lucky they're not here. Otherwise, we'd already be 2-0 down. And look at it now. Saka attacking from the right. The ball comes into Lacazette, but it's not a good ball by Saka. And it's a chance wasted, but it's an Arsenal corner. And it's 40 minutes. Exactly the same time it was when we played them in the league, where Liverpool scored and started to rain goals down on us. That's a very poor ball in from Saka there, trying to find Lacazette. Yeah, I mean, Andrew's got a point. Why loan out Maitland-Niles? These are the decisions that Vinay and Edu are making in the front office. And it's the player as well. The player thought that he would have something for me. He thought after the Watford game he was onto something, and he didn't play him, so he wanted out. Corner to Arsenal. Corner taken. Goalkeeper miffs it out. It looks like it falls to Saka. That was well played by Saka there.
Fouled.
they give. Oh, right.
He's been fouled.
Might be a booking. Was that a booking? I don't know. Nothing's come up on the screen. Oh no, he's just gone in his pocket to use his phone.
Still confident we can get something out of this game, guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Paul
What
was
was that,
something.
Tom?
It's adversity. Tony, you know what it's like when I play ball, man. I don't fear nobody, man. You do the basics, you excel at the basics to give yourself a chance. You know, a man down, still play the game.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know, I remember one time we played 5-a-side, 3 against 5, for an hour, and we beat them. So you know, at the end of that hour, we were shattered. But the cohesiveness, the knowing when to run, conserve your energy. You can beat teams when you're a man down. It's about mindset and ability. And there's one thing that's I've seen different than what I saw in only 15 minutes of the Forest game, is our tempo of how we're moving the ball tonight gives us a chance. So don't give up hope, guys. I'll wait until the second half to talk American football.
Yeah, just talking.
Too early. Too early.
Man, I tell you. So, guys, you're not gonna like what I've got to say. In fact, I'm not gonna say it. Let me just put it up on the screen.
It's a never Xhaka statistic, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's worse than that.
It's worse than that.
Yeah.
Tottenham have signed Vlahovic.
No, it's worse than that. Right, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Right, you two go. Answer the question.
Oh my goodness. Did I not write this in the chat about 2 weeks ago?
But bro, this is different right now. We got one midfielder in the North London derby. This is different now.
Sign him up, bro.
The conversation
that man will
is
bleed
different.
for Arsenal. That man will bleed for Arsenal. Sign him up, McClark Russell.
How many minutes are you expecting him to play against Tottenham?
90.
The whole damn thing. He's fit. He's ready.
He ain't ready at all, man. He ain't ready. Listen.
Go on.
That went out of play.
Do we sign Jack Wilshere?
Come on, guys in the chat. Guys in the chat and guys on the panel. Do we sign Jack Wilshere?
Yeah, I would.
Let me just go on here at the moment right here.
Okay, before we answer that,
sign somebody ready who knows the Premier League.
Before we answer that, can we not recall any of our midfielders who are out on loan?
Like who?
We don't have any.
Guendouzi's out on loan.
Yeah, we can't sign him back.
Yeah.
Torreira's out on loan.
Can't sign him back.
Both players don't want to play here anyway.
Nelson's out on loan.
Nelson ain't the answer.
I'm gonna try and put a poll up on the channel.
Wow. Do we sign Jack Wilshere?
Yeah, I'm putting it on the channel.
What about Aaron Ramsdale? Not Ramsdale, Ramsey.
Not on his money.
He said he's prepared to fit within the whatever wage structure is required to come back.
Is it?
Yep, that's what he said. Right, I've just put the poll up on the 101 page on Facebook. So, yep, I've just put it up. Just put it up. So let's see what 101 is saying. Let's see what the guys are saying online. let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Kuke says, yes, sign him up, Wilshere. Victor, that's a no. That's a damn no from Victor. Get someone from the youth team. We got Charlie Patino. It's just too young for him at the moment, Victor.
Yeah,
Pro Lover says yes. Pro Lover says yes.
Charlie against Tottenham.
Yeah, I know you can't do it, man.
You've got to admire the way our Liverpool get out of some of these tricky situations, though, because we're pressing them. You know what I mean? We're having a good go, and they're using the ball so wisely.
Because guys, we've survived 17 minutes with 10 men, and we've got the whole second half to come, man. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So, Vincey, do we sign him up? Do we sign Wilshere? Wilshere trending on Twitter now.
No.
Ooh, okay.
The reason why I say that, because you're going to say he's going to play alongside Sambi in midfield. When's the North London derby? 2 weeks' time?
Yeah. No, it's this weekend.
Okay.
Is that right? Hold on. Let me just double check. Let me check. I'm sure it's the 16th. So
yeah, this weekend.
It's this weekend. Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's the 16th.
I know from the passion and the type of game it is, but I don't think so.
So the thing is, I kind of think we should sign him, but at the same time, if we sign him, we ruin his chances of getting a contract somewhere else.
I'm not even worried about that side of things. I'm just trying to see how we move the ball now and what a Jack Wilshere will do in that position. And it's a toss-up. I'm saying to myself, okay, do we have a better option with Rambo coming back? Maybe, but I just can't see Wilshere.
Rambo is not an option, bro. I don't see that happening under no circumstances whatsoever. No.
And he has been training with the team.
Yeah, he has.
So one would think that
sense.
It is the logical option. But how can my club be in such a desperate situation to be? It's
bad, man. I know.
I can't. And at the start of the season, when we knew the squad was we weren't in Europe, and again the way how the manager was ostracizing certain players, I'm saying you've got to integrate them. If you don't integrate them, they want to go out on loan, and here we are.
And here we are with no players.
This is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
We got to January. Our club captain doesn't want to come back, and we're trying to sell him on a cheap or get rid of him. It's just poor management all round. You know, I mean, the Aubameyang situation. You want to say it's all on Aubameyang, but you know what? The writing must have been on the wall. I don't believe we get to this situation and it happens in one day. You know, it's not like, oh, you turned up late one day and I'm now gonna do all of this. No, this has got history.
I say we sign Jack Wilshere, and he will have to have a huge game in that centre of midfield against Tottenham. I say we sign him.
Yeah, big up Terry. What's going on? Big shout out to you, my friend. He says Xhaka strikes again. Lol. Yeah, man. And it's gonna do it again, and he's gonna do it again, and he's gonna do it again and again and again. Nobody has more red cards in Europe over the last 5 years. There's only one player who has more red cards than Xhaka in the last decade. Can anybody guess who it is? I'll give you a clue. Real Madrid.
Ramos.
That's correct.
Sergio Ramos.
Yeah. He's the only player.
But he
Who's
backs
got
it.
more red. Yeah.
But
Well,
he backs it. You know, when you got the
Well, how many-
titles and the
bro.
trophies.
Yeah. How many
You can
Champions
back
Leagues
it.
has he won? Carlito says, Apollo, you can't defend Jack anymore. That's the best one today. I love it, mate. I love it, mate. Oh, God. I absolutely love it. That's really cheered me up, mate. That's really cheered me up. Guys, Andrew says, is Wilshere robust enough to physically? I don't think we have a choice because we're struggling to sign some players right now.
Bro, all he needs to do
loan.
is last for 80 minutes or 70 minutes.
Yeah.
90 minutes, man.
Man, this is Tottenham.
We don't want you box to box. We just want you moving the ball, man. Be a Didier Deschamps in that middle of the park, man. That's all we need.
I mean, I don't even know, guys, man.
That's not a bad shout, Tone.
That's all we need.
That's all we need. I'm not going to deny that. We need someone who can move the ball.
I don't want no box-to-box heroics to sit down there doing a dribble and running forward and back heeling with, that your famous goal against Norwich. I want your skin in the centre of the park, just moving the ball.
So guys, I think that
And
I don't see the Wilshere deal happening if what's his name, Arthur Melo signs, because Arthur Melo would have long-term potential there. So I think that they're always going to take that route out, that Melo might be able to play a part in the team if his loan goes well. But they have to do that loan within the next 24 hours.
But Apollo, let's be honest. Arthur Melo comes in today. He ain't playing until March.
Oh, no. He'll play on Sunday. He'll play on Sunday, mate.
What, he'll start?
Yeah, I think he'll play. He'll definitely play. They're trying to rush this thing through, man. I've had about 9 texts today from Colin. They're fighting hard to get this thing through. And it should be done in the next 24 hours. It should be done in the next 24 hours. They are really struggling right now. But I know what Juve are saying, but at the same time, the player wants to come and play for Arteta, isn't it? So I think for Juventus, they have to try and find a replacement first, and then he'll be able to come over here. But I mean, player wants to come, Arsenal wants him. Juventus are saying you can have him, but we just need someone. Maybe we should have given Juventus Xhaka. Jamie Carragher's having a laugh on the screen talking about Xhaka now. Look.
So this is where, surely, if you were going to do some decent business, you would have gone, okay, well, we'll give you Niles and you give us Melo. You see how 2 and 2 don't make 4.
Yeah. The worst thing about it is Juventus don't have any money anyway. So for them to bring in a player,
I don't get this. I don't get how these managers and these people in situations can't work out. Simple mathematics. I got a player, you got a player. We don't want to do no money business, so let's just swap players.
Yeah. Victor says, I think Felipe Melo has got more red cards. No. It's over the 10 years. Nobody's got more than Ramos. Kuke says, Xhaka didn't
Felipe
extend his
Melo's
contract
not
himself,
the same
did he?
player. That's a different player to Arthur Melo. They're 2 different Melos.
Man, this is... well, guys, look, we haven't lost the game yet. Yeah? We haven't lost the game yet. Half-time statistics is Liverpool 4 attempts, Arsenal 1. No team has a shot on target in the first 45 minutes. Liverpool's had 21 touches in Arsenal's box. Arsenal's had just a third of those, 7 touches, in Liverpool's box, and Liverpool's had 80% possession. 80% possession. Carlito says, why didn't Arteta let? Yeah, I know. Oh God, do you know that ruined my summer? Do you know? You should have seen these guys. We were popping champagne and wine when we heard that the deal he had agreed personal terms. We were dancing around the whole place, man. It was nice to be an Arsenal fan. And when them guys said we were actually streaming a match live, and then somebody reported that the deal's broken down and he's coming back home. And when I heard that, that ruined my summer, bro. That ruined my entire summer. Andrew saying, Tony Cox, Juventus will not take Xhaka even for free. Maybe we have to pay them to take Xhaka. Maybe that will work. Maybe if the fans can come up with like a GoFundMe or something, then we can make
the hardest thing was he got a 4-year contract. He got 4 years. 4 years.
It's like voting the Tories. It's like voting the Tories back in, isn't it? 4 more years.
It's like, yeah, I can't.
I don't know why he would do this to himself.
Bojo. It's not even funny. We actually have a Bojo in our team.
And I like when Bertram and Tony says he must be doing something right because Wenger played him, Emery played him, Lundberg played him. But what is the deciding factor in all of those managers? None of them with him made the Champions League, and all of them got kicked to the door. That is the only consistent factor that I can even quantify from all of that. Andrew says, GoFundMe, what about...
No fucking man. See that side out the club.
Oh, man.
My friend.
So I'm still a bit miffed at the moment about the Jack Wilshere thing. So actually, let me put a poll up on the YouTube channel because I've got one currently running on 101's forums. Let me just get one on the YouTube channel. So at least I can get a fair assessment from the Arsenal fan base of what to do with Jack.
So what's all these? What do you think about these rumours with Tillemans? You think it's all bogus?
I don't see Leicester letting him go.
It's definitely not bogus. I think I was told a couple of days ago that we were in for him and the player's interested in coming to Arsenal, but I haven't heard anything since. So maybe that's something that I might look into tomorrow. I have shot a couple of videos.
That would
be massive. Yeah.
Huge for him to leave Leicester.
Yeah.
At the prime of his career to come to Arsenal. I mean, that's a big statement. If you can pull it off.
And even more, 6 months after the deal for Maddison fell through.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be huge.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know the player that we really need from Leicester? Wilfred Ndidi.
No, Ndidi's money, mate.
Yeah,
So is Tielemans. Tielemans is hot property right now. He's more hot
young,
than Ndidi.
Well, look, we need to invest in a striker with big money, and for a midfielder, we're gonna have to go Primark for a midfielder. If they spend big money on a midfielder, then they can't go out and spend big time on a striker, and that would be a shame. It would also interrupt their plans for 2022.
My concern is that we're linked with a Brazilian midfielder, and I posted him up on the forum. But my concern is that we have quite a lot of Brazilian players. So if they have to then go, just like the African Cup of Nations, they go play for Brazil, we're buggered.
Not really, because none of them are really regular full internationals.
Yeah.
Hasn't Gabriel got a call up? Gabriel?
Yeah, but he ain't a regular call up. He ain't play. He played in the Olympics. Was it the Olympics he played in? Or was it the Libertadores?
I think it could be Libertadores.
Andrew says, Apollo, Arsenal already got a Lidl midfielder in Xhaka. Lidl's is actually good value, bro. So I wouldn't even put him on Lidl's. Let's try and think of what is he?
Mr. Byright.
Yeah, Mr. Byright backside, man. The man go back there, boy.
I got to try
Byright?
and figure out Mr. Byright, you lot say. Let me try and think, man.
Mr. Byright, man. Them suits just cut up your skin, man. Mr. Byright.
I got to try and think of...
So, you know, you felt sweet when you got a suit from Byright back in the day, you know. Them Oxford Street vibes.
Yeah, I'm struggling. Mr. Byright. Is that as low as we can go? Oh no, Cool K. Cool K says Xhaka's the truck that pulls up at your workplace at lunchtime to get business. Oh man, them trucks that sell sandwiches and PPE. Yeah, I think that's about the lowest. That's about the lowest of the low. That's about the lowest of the low, man.
We're off again.
Yeah, guys, second half is kicked off.
Liverpool facing the Cup, aren't they?
Well. Okay, we go 45 minutes to define our season.
You know, I have to say, though, I feel sorry because I know a lot of Arsenal fans. Obviously, there's 4,000 of them on our forum, and I know a lot of them. They're like family to us. And I know a lot of guys that love this player. And how must these Xhaka fans be feeling now? You know, they bend the knee, they kiss the ring, and this is the payback that they get from the player. It's harsh, man. I feel for them. I feel for them. 18 says Xhaka is Oxfam to Arsenal. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, let's go with that one.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll take that
Okay,
one.
I want to ask a question about Xhaka. Which
Tony, you answer it because you know me. I'm done, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Which manager has got the best out of Xhaka?
There is no such thing as a best.
Now there is got to.
They all get the same. They all. Who hasn't suffered from Xhaka? They all get it.
The Switzerland manager, but then the international game is way slower.
That's what I'm saying. They keep playing him. So you know, if you think about from a manager's perspective, the positivity. Okay, Xhaka's the first name.
Whoa!
Ooh.
I thought
Xhaka's the first name on the team sheet. Which manager has got the best out of Xhaka? Because I'd probably say Emery's got the best out of him because I don't think Arsene used him well.
Really? Their best midfielder was Torreira and Guendouzi.
No, the best Xhaka in the best.
Yeah, but when Emery was our manager, our best two midfielders was Torreira and Guendouzi. Guendouzi, I would say, was the best midfielder that we had under Emery.
Yeah, I know.
He had 4 man of the matches in our first 8 games when we were in third place. That was a season he actually got.
Pardon my French. They keep
but what I'm saying is
Ramsdale under pressure.
I'm talking about the period that Xhaka's played the better football. Because I don't think he played good football under Arsene Wenger. I don't think Arsene Wenger used him well. I know, yes, Emery had a 2-year period.
Well, I do know one thing, Vincey. I do know that Arsenal fans were saying that under Arteta, Xhaka was making less mistakes. Well, he wasn't, but I mean, his fans will say that. His fans will say he's less mistake prone, which again, statistically isn't true. Still leads the league in red cards. Last season and the season before that, still had the most mistakes leading to goals. And you can go to the Premier League website to check out those statistics. And God knows I've made so many videos on it in the past. I'm not going to do it again. But
I think the reason they probably say that is because of the style of football that Arteta had us playing, where we weren't expansive. So it's that period. It was a very dour football, which kind of yielded to, Xhaka being the most important player on the team. But I do believe, and I would hold Arsene accountable because he brought into the club that at a time when we needed a player to, yes, control the ball in the midfield, but he was too slow. And he those years, I think, were really bad, wasted years with Xhaka in the team under Arsene.
Oh, go on. It's 2-on-2.
Go on.
Come on, Saka. Ah,
Oh, my man.
every time it's the wrong choice. Sporty Jordan, what's going on, bro? That's Tony's bro.
Go on,
managers
send it.
love Xhaka because he looks the part off the pitch. Wow, yeah. I mean, I've heard that before, but as we know, his deficiencies will turn up on the pitch. Yeah, I agree.
Come on.
When you've got someone that's athletically challenged like that, man.
What's that?
Arsenal had a great chance. They were 2-on-2, Lacazette and Saka against Van Dijk. There's a match. You can see here, it's just a great hustle by Lacazette.
Yeah.
And Martinelli is actually on the far post. They do have options there. Martinelli's just frustrated.
But you know who closed it was the Rock, Van Dijk.
Yeah.
It's almost like you need to run around him twice.
Never understood why Trent Alexander wears number 66. Oh,
Okay,
Alexander Lacazette again, winning the ball.
Unlucky.
That's unlucky.
Should have gone the other way. Should have gone to Saka.
Lacazette is doing a number right now, people, man. He is really replaying well. Let me just have a look and see if I can find that team sheet again.
You got to get like African Guna on for his comments about Xhaka. Calls him a clown.
Bro, I would instantly get demonetized with you swearing if I brought him on. If I showed you my YouTube video monetization on that video, it just has a big lightning red cross. Yeah, that says not registered for monetization. Yeah, just a big scratch. Mad. Arsenal are still in it, guys. They're still in it. And if you just joined us and you missed that little chance Arsenal had, and it was Saka and Lacazette that was breaking down the right channel. He shifted the ball, Saka, into his right foot to try and get a shot away, but Matic was on hand to block. I think Liverpool are just pushing players up to gamble to try and take Arsenal out the game. But in doing that, you have some guys who can hurt you. But my issue was the problem has always come down to Saka, and Saka's 3 times now, he hasn't made the right decision with the ball as of yet. It's so sad that the managers are keep on defending these guys. I don't know, man. Like I said, guys,
so far, man. We've really done well. Man down. 15 minutes gone. Holding our own.
Yeah. Get in there, Tierney.
Well played, son.
Now we got Tierney attacking on the left-hand side, guys. Ball comes square. It comes to Holding. Holding goes to Chambers on the right-hand side. Chambers crosses the ball in. It's an awful cross. And it goes straight out for a corner. Man. When you guys, we lost Xhaka. Let's repeat this. We lost Xhaka after 24 minutes. We are now coming up to the 54th minute. So we've played half an hour without Xhaka, and it's still 0-0. We've lasted longer with 10 men against Liverpool than we did with 11 in the previous 9 games. And as I said, all of the damage that they've done to us stems from Mane and Salah. Take those 2 out of the team, and Liverpool almost look toothless.
And this is why I say it's a good opportunity. You know, this is the same as finishing 5th or 6th. in the league. You know what I mean? So
Arsenal
it's a
have to do
great
better
opportunity for us to
holding the ball.
get
Go
back
on.
to Europe.
Martinelli.
Oh, unlucky, son. Unlucky.
Hold on, Matic.
It's hard stats, man. Liverpool 80% possession.
We're defending as a team really well, keeping our shape, forcing them out wide, and when they go out wide, then we come inside. And Lacazette is playing at the top. He's really having a huge game.
I just can't even believe that they're at a disadvantage like this. It doesn't make fun viewing. But what can we say, guys? We're all here because we love the team, man. Big shout out to everybody out there in the chat. Let me know who you are. If you haven't bigged up the channel yet, hit that like button, guys. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to 101 on Arsenal.
Great defending Arsenal. Great position.
You can see, look, they've got Alisson on the halfway line now. They've got Arsenal pinned in. And Arsenal playing with a back five.
And this is what I'm saying, guys, that these youngsters would learn from playing like this. This is positive football, what they're doing. Even though you're defending hard, when they get the ball, they've got a positive mindset to use it wisely, not just in that situation there. But normally they, run with the ball. That's what these youngsters got to develop, man.
Saka showing a little bit of an experience. They're getting the ball and playing it forward to the goal for Alisson to come back and play back. At least hit the ball out of bounds and let Liverpool go in for a throw-in. I mean, right now, Liverpool just trying to pick Arsenal off. They're coming, they're squeezing Arsenal so deep at the back that they're just trying to spot holes. Jared says, good day, guys. Oh, man.
Good day, mate. What's going on?
Right. So what did you guys have for dinner this afternoon? I cooked some nice mixed vegetables, and I did some nice sirloin steak for my guys from Costco's. Costco's have the best steak.
Yeah, the steak's nice. I had some pasta and tuna.
Nice. Tony, sucking on oxtail there.
That sounds sweet.
No, I'm vegan, bruv.
He's vegan. Oh, not you, man. That's you and Bertrand.
Yeah,
bro.
no, I'm vegan. I don't eat meat. I had some nice dauphinoise potatoes just now with mushrooms. And
One
Saka. Sagaloo.
Thank you. Yes, free kick Arsenal.
Yes, Saka's won a free kick there in a really dangerous position. Can Arsenal commit enough men forward to actually make something happen? Did he book him? He did. It's a yellow card for Robinson. Robinson's been booked. Excellent control from Saka there to fend off Robinson for that free kick.
Get back on side, Gabriel.
Okay, did I just get that wrong? I think James Milner was protesting and Milner might have been the one who's booked. Can you guys confirm that for me?
Not sure yet.
It's an interesting choice of punch.
Yeah, that's weird. Mind you, it's whipped in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was whipped in. Yeah, it was whipped in, man. Yeah, you really couldn't do anything. Arteta just going nuts. Kuke saying the league is the most important thing now. It was before this game. You know what I said to Vincey before this game when we were talking in the chat? I said, what do you actually get if you win this? It's not like the FA Cup where you go into the Europa League. I mean,
this is Europa League. You get into Europa League spot with this.
Not in the Carabao Cup. In the FA Cup you do, not in the League Cup.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let me check that out.
Oh, find somebody, please.
Yeah, as far as I know, only the FA Cup gets you into the Europa League.
Okay, it gets you into the Europa Conference League.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, which isn't what we want. But it's
Okay.
never been. I think they stopped it in 2013, Vincey.
Run, Martinelli.
That's a great tackle by Gabriel. Oh, it's just you'd like
This is
better
one of them
decision
situations
making.
where your only outlet has got to be Martinelli running over, running full out, and trying to get behind the high line that Liverpool are playing.
Mm.
Great defending.
Andrew saying, Vincey, the back manager has got the most out of Xhaka. True.
Hold the flicking ball. Can he get there? No, he can't.
They can't hold it. They're not. When Arsenal get the ball, who's that? Is that? Oh, he's not going to get there.
No.
Yeah. Saka's legs, man. How is he still running? Saka's easily done the most running on the pitch.
Yeah. Got careful that stretch.
Greg just sent me a message.
Curtis Jones coming on for James Milner.
Right. Greg's just asked me to send this message. It says, how the hell are we in this position? Didn't Arteta know we were going to be losing party to the AFCON and that we have an idiot in Xhaka so thin in the midfield when you've had the whole year to plan? Arteta has me hot, I swear. Yeah. Tony Cox, Arsenal need you to hold down the midfield slot.
They need the enforcer, mate. My legs couldn't carry me anymore, man. My legs are tired and weary. Trust me, I've done a workout today. I do boxing classes, so I take boxing classes this evening. My legs are knackered now. Jelly.
You know, I did say to you, I tried to do some Wing Chun stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just doing the free forms now because my lungs still. I'm only 70% capacity, so even going down to the hoops and shooting hoops now is exhausting for me. And my body's still. My doctor said, look, when I'm about 82, 84%, I'll be able to settle in. But at the moment now, I'm on the threshold, which means anything I do is going to be too intensive for my lungs. And I really do feel it. I'm like, yeah, what are you talking about? I'll go to the park.
Hold it.
And it just doesn't work out. Going for walks though is not bad.
Well done,
Walking is the only thing I can really do at the moment. Why is the referee not giving Lacazette that foul? That's a great tackle again by Gabriel.
Oh, Martinelli, well played.
All Arsenal are doing is hoofing the ball away.
Yeah, they need to somehow put their foot on the ball.
Yeah, I know.
They need to give Martinelli time to get a run on their back too, because they're playing two at the back.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Henderson's even playing centre forward.
Look at that. Oh,
well, you know what? It's not even so much holding it to get a free kick. Run with the ball. If you run with the ball, you're taking the ball away from.
Okay, now you all come out. You all come out. No, they're gonna stick back in again.
And Andrew said, Apollo, let your wife know all strenuous activities are on hold. Yeah, that don't work, bro. That don't work. That
okay,
don't work.
Find the ball. Hold it. Jesus Christ, it's like a ping pong. Flip the ball on the floor and start to pass the ball.
Yeah. That's what any team at this level would be doing. And this is just a lack of an experience. Because you too much hoofing the ball away and no one trying to string three passes together. It's making it so easy for Liverpool to just pick us off.
You know, we just can't put the ball on the floor and just say, like, okay, let's play the ball, Hold it. Now move the ball. Move the ball. Move it. Again. No. Okay.
The most goals scored this season in all competition, Liverpool are first and Arsenal are in 6. Which makes sense because remember, Tony, which I keep telling you, Arsenal are the 5th most creative team in the league. So we've scored the 6 most goals.
He's got to be careful though, man. I don't like when he goes down all the time. He's literally, I get kitten's tone every time he goes down.
Yeah, I know. He's working hard, man. He's working hard.
What we can do from this? Can we play the ball out? Can we at least make sure it doesn't just get frittered away up top?
Yeah.
The ball skills that Martinelli has. Yeah, man, he's gonna be once he grows. Player, mate.
Play.
But you know,
right. Okay, here we are. How's that a foul, ref?
You know what we should have done, Tony? That's not a foul. That's rubbish. You know what we should have done? When Martinelli was down there, he should have stayed down there for a good minute. Give everybody a breather.
Yeah.
You know what I find funny is if you look at the bench, all those players played 2 days ago. They played less than 24 hours ago against Chelsea.
Who's that?
Beerif, Hutchinson, Salah. They all played 2 days ago, less than 2 days ago against Chelsea in the under-23 game. Go on. Now someone's got to move. Hold it. Good. Help. Okay.
How many balls
about running with it?
Yeah, but how many balls has Lacazette won? It's like 4 or 5 balls he's won.
Okay, someone's got to move. I don't like this Ramsdale kicking the ball 90 yards.
It doesn't do nothing, does it?
Literally giving it away.
Yeah, after Lacazette went and was heady with possession and played the ball back. All the young kids have booted the ball forward. Lacazette's the only person.
Is going berserk. He needs movement.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You get hold of the ball and you run in, hit the ball away from the goal. You run and then you hold up.
Be able to find space and look to try and utilize space where you can. I know it's limited, but you've got to find a way. Go backwards.
Man, this. Andrew says, I hope this does not put any undue strain on the players needed for the match against Spurs. It probably will, bro.
Pass.
I mean, this is a Thursday night and you play on Sunday.
Come on, where are you?
Yeah, we're here, man. Ben White. Come on, get me. Chambers has got to do better than that.
Ooh.
Liverpool's just got the numbers. This is where Liverpool can get us when we're stretched. Oh, man, that was close. Yeah.
Chambers got to do better there, ain't he?
Yeah, a little bit soft.
We got to hold on for another 23 minutes, boys. Right, hold on a second, guys.
They've done all right, Tone. That's what I'm saying. They've done all right.
Don't talk too early, Tone. I mean, to be honest, 1-0 loss wouldn't be terrible.
They've done all right so far.
With a home tie to go.
Yeah.
And we know that idiot ain't playing. You've got to hold the ball there, Xhaka.
Go on, Saka. Take it down.
He's got to hold the ball better. He cannot be giving the ball away like that.
That type ball skills, Tone, ball skills, it drives me crazy. How can you show the ball? Wrap your foot over it at least. Don't just It's a dying art, Tony. It's a dying art. It's a dying art, man. Seriously.
I got a feeling somebody needs to come on. I've got a feeling we need some fresh legs. Someone to just give an outlet up top. someone who's going to run for the next 20 minutes.
Who we got on the bench?
Hutchinson. Hutchinson or Beerif. We've kept Jota quiet. That's been good.
Yeah.
He's normally catches a goal somehow against us. We just got to keep that for another 20 minutes.
They've still got
Okay,
what's my man?
Put him under. That's good. That's good. Okay, now we keep the ball down this end. Got to find a way to keep the ball down this end of the pitch.
That's it.
This is where your 5-on-4 football comes in. You learn to play the ball against, you know. Move it. That's it. Move it again.
Two-touch football.
Find someone, Xhaka. Hold. You had to chest that down.
Oh, come on, Xhaka, man. Seriously?
Just wait for him. Why is he forcing the ball? Okay, come on. Oh, what a terrible touch. Hold. Okay. Find somebody.
Oh, my word. You sound so... Ball skills. Seriously? You got to touch the ball like that? So heavy-footed.
Guys, it was a penalty shot for a handball. What happened?
Nah, I didn't see us. Go on.
I never see a chance.
Oh, come on. All right, here we go. We got 4-on-4. Yes.
Come on.
Oh, Xhaka.
Yeah, Saka's made the wrong decision most times. He's gone down into the box there.
Oh, my gosh.
He was close.
Kiss touch.
Yeah. Kiss of death, bro. The kiss of death.
Again. He's a rash. I don't know if that's a bad foul.
It is. Did you see Lacazette just run over to Gabriel and say, "Why are you doing that?"
Silly foul.
Right, was that handball? No, they haven't played the handball shout.
No, there was no.
It's a good ball into the box by Tierney. You can't ask Tierney.
But it's just control, man. It's just
you can't ask Tierney to do any better than that. You can't ask him to do better than that. Lacazette just releasing Tierney down there. Yeah, we need all the luck that we can get. Big shout out to you, man. Yeah.
Big up, Lissa.
Yeah,
Lissa.
Cool K saying, "Don't see how we lose this. I'll put my reputation on the line here." Come on, man. Don't, bro. Yeah, look, I'm not even.
I was getting vexed.
Yeah, I can't. Sure, man.
We done well, man. This is the performances I want to see from these youngsters, man. They're playing with their heart.
Go on, Martinelli. Go on. Skin him.
Go on, son.
Oh.
He's got support.
Wrong ball.
Unlucky.
No, I think it was also well defended, but yeah. I would have gone to the far post.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what he should have done.
Kieran Tierney.
He's going mad, Kieran Tierney.
Can you have a bit of culture when you're getting in those situations on the ball, man? Because it's like, you don't give us a chance.
And the thing is, he didn't need to kick the ball. He should have run over the ball.
Yeah.
And the ball goes out for a throw-in for us.
Yeah.
My God, 18 minutes to go.
I think we just need some fresh legs to do something up top. Offside, he must be. Thank you.
Yeah, he's way off.
Here comes the Ox. Liverpool with 2 substitutions. 3 substitutions from Liverpool.
I'm trying to get the fresh legs on there.
Yeah. Well, they've done nothing. They've created nothing. So, you know, they can't just keep on doing the same thing and expecting the same result.
Andrew says any professional footballer with a loose control and poor third touch is scandalous. We do see it.
What the hell, Gabriel? Gabriel's having a bit of a mare.
Well, he's been solid since before that booking.
Yeah,
maybe the booking.
Shank. Did you see that
I did.
shank he just did?
Maybe the booking just rattled him.
It was wild.
Yeah.
So, guys, Nico Williams, Joe Gomez, and Oxlade-Chamberlain are on. Fabinho, Alexander-Arnold, and Matic are off for Liverpool. This is last 15 minutes in the game, guys.
That's out. Oh, Saka's down. Has he run his legs out? Because I wouldn't be surprised. You know,
Me
that
neither.
kid's running.
But see, this is experience, though. He's only 20, but you have to stay on the floor for a minute.
Yeah.
Just for everyone to catch their breath.
Tavares is coming on. So that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders on the pitch. 4 centre halves, 3 wing backs, 3 wing backs.
He is a guy that can get forward, though.
My man has been brutalized on the forum. Xhaka has been brutalized on the forum.
Can't say he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
I think Ben White's been solid today, considering what he's been up against.
Look, if we get a clean sheet here, that is a good result. Because at the start of the game, you kind of would have gone, you know what, I'll take a clean sheet. It would be nice to get a sneaky 1-0, but I'll take a clean sheet.
When was the last time Liverpool had a clean sheet against Liverpool at Anfield? Was that the Podolski and Cazorla 2-0 win? I believe it was.
Oh, what's going on there? Looks like Saka's coming back on again. He's took a little pill.
They're just trying to waste time, Tony, to get their breath back.
Yeah, but he's taking some, I don't know.
Take some back off him.
Yeah, he's back on again.
Yeah, it's just time-wasting tactics. Better.
Yeah.
Let the guys get their breath back, man. It's been end-to-end stuff. It's been non-stop since the start of the second
half. You know
half.
what I get worried about is if you kill a player like Saka in a game like this, yeah? I know you're desperate to hold on, but like literally you have another game at the weekend.
In 72 hours.
Jeez, it's even that close. Wow. You know, I know he's someone who can get you something, but boy, you're asking a hell of a lot. That's a terrible kick, Ben White. That's a terrible kick. It was close to getting into the corner, but it didn't get in the corner. If it gets in the corner, it's a great kick. But now, like 30, it's not even 10 seconds later, and the ball's back in our third.
Well, we were looking for Sambi to have a good game today,
Saka
but he
is
has.
struggling, bro.
So, yeah, Sambi's struggling today.
Struggling. He's not running properly.
No.
You need to take him off.
And he runs the risk of an injury now.
Exactly. You know, that whole take a pill and whatever that pill was he took, you know, I'm sorry, I don't take that risk. He's my prize asset right now. Look, he's down. See? Knew it.
Oh, God, this is not good.
He should never have been he should never have took that risk. That's stupidity by the manager. I'm sorry. I look at the kid and I go, look, I need this kid on Sunday. Why are you killing him? Jesus wept.
He looks all right here, Tony.
No. He's all
muscle,
right.
Mate.
You
He's going to have a muscle.
You don't take the chance.
Muscle injury.
Yeah? It's when you do stupidness like that they end up pulling up and doing all kind of damage. Foolishness.
So Nuno coming on, guys, as a winger in place of Xhaka. It's like the Wenger days all over again.
Hold it. Oh,
Express yourself, Nuno Tavares. Express yourself, man. Just run up and down and just mash them up.
Arsenal are like, it's like watching Sunday League. They just hoof the ball. It literally is like no one can oh, let me just take a touch here.
Yeah, there's no. Lacazette was trying to. Lacazette is the only player balling right now. Yeah, I think he's been the best player. I mean, I ain't seen Lacazette run this hard for a long time.
And to be honest, he's another one. You kind of got to look and say, well, are you going to mash him up for Sunday?
Probably, yeah. If you get a 0-0 result here, it would be remarkable.
It's great to get a 0-0, but at the same time, you have to be a man manager. And you have to say to yourself, if I have the opportunity to hoik a guy and say, you know what, bring on this youngster and tell him to run his ass off for 10 minutes. Yeah? That's what I'm doing.
Liverpool fans not looking happy, guys.
Literally.
Liverpool fans not happy.
Sambi's terrible cross from Ox. Yeah, well.
18 says Apollo.
It ain't a result yet. 18.
Yeah, I think he's saying, would it be a good result? I think it would be, because if you're a Liverpool fan and you've invited a depleted Arsenal team into Anfield, and a game ends up, it's not finished yet, but if it does end up at 0-0, then it is a good result. And if you're Liverpool, you're kicking yourself that an Arsenal team has come to Anfield who has a history in the last 11 games getting beaten by 3 goals. The margin is, I think, about 3.2 is the margin that we lose games by. And as I said, Liverpool just look ordinary. Without Mane and Salah, it just goes to show you.
Chambers. Good.
It just goes to show you what world-class quality players can do for your team.
Push up on him. Why are you standing back? Oh, Lord.
It's going to be a difficult 6 minutes here, guys. Liverpool are not going to want to go away from this team without an advantage.
Okay, down on the floor. Nice.
Keeper. taken back to the Emirates, which is a fortress for Arsenal this season, an absolute fortress.
Where's the pressure? Where's the pressure? Why is no one chasing the ball? Jesus. Literally, I don't get this.
Yeah, it's Tony, they're punting. This is equivalent of an NFL punt.
Look at Lacazette. Yeah? He's done. He's finished. He can't run.
He is. Tony, they're punting on first down every time. Vincey, they're punting on first down every time. When Lacazette gets the ball, at least you're punting on second down. But the kids are punting on first down every single time.
Do you know what though? I'm enjoying this because they're learning so much.
Whoa! Done.
Whoa!
What are you doing?
Is he just ruined his own man?
Yeah.
My gosh. They will learn so much about marking and tracking by what they're doing. What they've done since Xhaka has been sent off is huge for these youngsters. I'm proud of them.
Yeah, me too. If they can finish up like this, I mean, Liverpool fans would be distraught.
Yeah, because they could have had this tie done and dusted.
Oof, man.
Should have had it done and dusted tonight.
Tony's taking it really bad. Tony, don't worry about it, man. If we can get Tony, if the game finishes like this, Tony.
Seriously, bro.
I get it, Tony. I get it. But
management.
Tony, I get it, man. You're telling me that a 0-0 score at Anfield is a bad result.
The score is great, Apollo, but some players are out on their feet right now.
I know.
As a manager, look at players who are struggling to get up and down the pitch. And all you need to do is say, you know what? I need one of you youngsters to come on and run your heart out like 5 minutes, bro.
But I think, in my opinion,
can barely walk.
I know. I think he's not doing that because he doesn't want any of the kids to make a mistake. I think it's the wrong thing. Who's on the bench? Nobody.
Lacazette is going to be no good in that Spurs game.
I think so. Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. He's a different type of player now.
Unable to look. Oh man, he's done. Take him off, please.
He can't run. He's just walking.
Save the guy for the weekend. I beg you.
He's just walking now. And obviously, we can't bring Nketiah on because Nketiah actually started the game.
Yeah, but you've still got substitutes available to you.
Yeah, Terry says, I'll take 1-0 now. I'll take it now. Oh man. I think we're 3 minutes away until injury time. I mean, we're feeling the fatigue right now, guys. We're barely...
There's players who can't run.
Yeah, we're barely getting up and down the field right now.
Why? What is Arteta watching?
He's watching survival, mate. Arsenal are staying nice and compact.
Situations, you tell a youngster, get in the pitch, and every ball that you see, every time the ball goes to a man, run straight at him. Run straight at him.
Tony, if we can pull a draw off here, it would be a fantastic result.
I see a draw coming. I can't. Liverpool ain't creating nothing.
Yeah.
Have they had a shot on target all game?
And this is what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Best opportunity. They learn so much of this.
Bro,
this cup run.
Management skills.
Shocking.
At least be able to make a man come on, take a man who's got no legs off the pitch and say, go on. You got 3-4 minutes. Just do so. You know what else that does? Uses up a bit of clock.
Yeah. But Tony, to be honest, I'm going to be honest. I've given up on expecting man and management from Arteta.
Look, I don't care about that right now. I just care about the score and the result.
I haven't seen it.
But you've got to care about, because these are the little things that you go, that's what makes a good manager.
Yeah, we come here with a depleted team, and it's not gonna. Look, he's battling against the forces of nature right now.
Yeah, you're in your 2-minute drill now. Yeah?
How is Ben White, mind you, Ben White, I did say he played
He's
well.
making things harder for himself by his man management.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it's not going to define the result, guys. We need to bag this result and then get some players back for the next game and then try and win the tie. That's what we need to do. It's a depleted Arsenal team. Honestly, all of us was in the chat saying it's going to be ugly tonight.
No, but I didn't expect to know. I don't look at football in that mindset. You look at the chat. This is what you do in training. You know, you knew this game was going to come up. You knew you're not going to have football.
Oh, shit.
What? Tony, what?
Minamino just missed an open goal.
Missed an open goal, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
You know, these are the things you do in training. I don't expect... I looked at the team sheet and we could still play decent football. We played decent football with men down. You know, it's... Nah.
You're 1-0. You're one man down after 24 minutes. The cross was by Chamberlain. He had an open goal.
Yeah. But Apollo, this is what I'm saying.
God.
It's your mindset of how you approach whatever situation it is. Just because we lose in first team players, yes, because we're missing Odegaard and Tomiyasu, we can still put a performance in, and they've done it tonight.
I agree.
They've done it.
Liverpool running at us again. Oxlade-Chamberlain goes to the right. That's a great stop there by Sam Bilakonga.
Well played, Conga.
Well intercepted.
He's had a really good game there.
Liverpool realise there's 5 minutes of injury time. They've got 5 minutes to win this tie. Mind you, Arsenal have had 3 shots, 1 on target. Liverpool have had 12 shots, none on target.
Oh, well defended, guys. Well defended.
Tony just laughed out there at Liverpool. 13 shots, 13 shots because of Minamino and none on target.
Good tackle, Martinelli.
Well played, son.
But then you played it into the one place you shouldn't have played it.
Well, he had Lacazette, but Lacazette had a kiss. He didn't have a good touch.
Yeah, he didn't want to go long. He just didn't want to go long.
And he should have gone. Now is when you should have gone long.
Should have gone long.
4 minutes remaining, guys.
Save. What are you doing, Laka? You got to be strong here. Oh.
Laka's knocking the ball back in the box for them. Laka can't even move right now.
He can't even jump.
He can't do nothing.
He can't jump.
He can't run.
He can't jump. Well played.
Why?
Just get it out.
Well, guys, Liverpool are toothless, man, without their main strikers. They are. Yeah? Without Aubameyang, we actually score more goals and create more chances.
And Tony, this is why I say, Arteta plays with 11, 12 man at best. Outside of that, he ain't got a clue what to do. And it's frustrating, but he hasn't got a clue what to do.
It's frustrating, bro. I can't see how you can't see Lacazette is not functioning. He's not.
But what do they do? I mean, I'm looking at the substitutes. Who can they bring on? They got nobody on there.
Bruv, you got professional footballers on your bench. They're not amateurs. They're professional footballers. Yeah? No. They may be very, very young, but they are still professional footballers.
Bro, you just told me they played 2 days ago. Come on.
Yeah, but you're asking them to play 5 minutes, Apollo.
Get up! Oh, shit, man. Ramsdale was on the floor away
He's been
from
a bit
the
kamikaze today. He's been a bit kamikaze, but we got away with it. I'll take that. We've ridden our luck. Sometimes it happens.
Well done, Martinelli.
Oh, good challenge.
Just get rid of it. Oh, that's
no. He's done all right. He's done all right.
Yeah.
He's done all right. Well done. I'm so proud of the guy. I'm so proud. That's all I want. Play with sense.
Yeah.
He gives himself a chance.
Wow.
So proud of them.
What a performance this is from the kids. If they
Why are you kicking it like that? Jeez.
That was so, guys. If you guys just missed that, Ramsdale comes off his line outside of his 6-yard box to punch a ball which goes nowhere. He palms it straight into Nico Williams, who puts the shot back into the far corner. There's no goalkeeper in the net at this point, but Ben White is on hand to clear Arsenal's goal mouth. It was just shocking. It was shocking. Absolutely shocking there, guys.
That's
Liverpool.
it. Hold it. That's gone, surely. He must be offside. Thank you.
Guys, we're in the final minute of stoppage time here.
Yeah, we're in the last
Surely that
50
was
seconds.
out. Yeah, surely that was out.
He had to be offside.
Jurgen Klopp going mad on the sidelines. And guys, this would be a monumental draw. Just ticking it down now. Yep. And that's it. That's it, guys. It's Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. And my God, first of all, yeah, I agree. Tony, get your hands up. Your young kids have done you proud, man.
That's all I want.
Guys,
every game, that mindset, that attitude. I don't care who you're playing. Put a performance in.
I feel
Love
right now like how I
Love
felt after the Man City game when we lost 2-1 at the Emirates, where they didn't get the result, but they put in a performance. Today, Xhaka threw this team under the bus. Sorry, guys. He threw this team under the bus again.
Don't apologise for him, bro.
After 24 minutes, these young kids have had to come on and fight for their lives to try and earn a draw. 66, 67 minutes they've had to play with 10 men at Anfield against Liverpool. Look at them. I'm looking at the screen now, and the players are exhausted. Martinelli is on his back. Lacazette can't even move.
Great performance. I'm so proud. This is going to do so much for the players, and I hope it does so much for the fans to recognise and understand.
Means nothing, bro.
Just put a performance in.
Let me. I don't want to sour your pleasure, Tone, but this game means nothing if we lose the next two.
Yeah, I agree. But Bertram's setting off now in the chat. Bertram said Saka has been awful. He's gotten balls into great positions and done absolutely nothing. I wouldn't say awful, but yeah, he's not been good. He's been very wasteful with the ball. I thought Lacazette was man of the match. They gave it to Ben White. I thought Ben White was solid, but I do think Lacazette, the amount of tackles that Lacazette made disrupting the midfield, I thought was excellent. Amazing draw. The result was just what we needed. Bertram also says, have we got any legs for the Spurs game? Well, of course we have, because the likes of Odegaard, Tomiyasu, Smith-Rowe, those guys will be back.
That's good.
So
that's great news.
Yeah. So I'm looking at
because
a little bit more energy.
Getting worried.
Yeah.
Because I literally don't think Lacazette will last more than 60 minutes. Because that game comes too soon for him.
Yeah. I mean, do you play? I'm not sure. I mean, they'll have to assess how Lacazette is, because they still have Nketiah as well. Nketiah only played half an hour today before they had to take him off.
Yeah, true. You might have to start with that Lacazette. I mean, Lacazette's the kind of guy who's going to want to come on, but he ain't going to last the game.
And he's the captain.
Yeah, but if you go 2-0 up and you're at 60 minutes, you can take him off.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened at the Emirates. We was pretty much game over by half time.
For real, man.
Someone says that Arsenal's terminated Aziz's loan deal with Portsmouth. Craig Mitchell on the forum says they've terminated it.
Let me look that up.
Miguel Aziz,
yeah? He wasn't tearing up trees at Portsmouth. He was actually not even playing.
Right, let's see what's going on there. Miguel Aziz. Breaking news. Arsenal star Miguel Aziz set for disappointing Pompey loan. Yeah. All right, so let's do that again. Arsenal are reportedly set to end Miguel Aziz's loan spell with Portsmouth after a disappointing first half of the season. He's a real big talent, he is.
Yeah, but he hasn't been playing well, Apollo.
Yeah,
my friend lives in Portsmouth, and I've been asking weekly, how did Aziz do? And he's been awful.
Well, he's made 10 appearances.
Been on the bench a lot of the time.
Yeah, he's made 10 appearances.
He comes on, he was thinking up the place.
Well, he started 5 games. He got the second highest man of the match score in 2 of those. He had a goal and an assist in that time. But it just hasn't worked out for him, I guess. 19 years old. The loan was going well. However, Arsenal weren't happy with his progress. It was Arsenal that weren't happy with his progress.
He's not been playing.
Yeah.
He's not been playing. As I said, I have a Pompey insider who's telling me Miguel Aziz is not cutting up trees. He's not doing anything. I think he was caught out in town on a night out or something. Yeah?
Yeah. Well, the manager, Cowley...
He shouldn't have been. And he's... The Portsmouth fans were absolutely livid. That the fact that the next day he was putrid on the pitch.
Well, the manager, Cowley, says that for Miguel, this is his first loan. Because of his inexperience, he's at least gaining some experience here by the day. And it's been a brilliant stepping stone for his occasion, for his education. This is what young players need. They need to get exposed to first-team football. That's what the manager says. And he goes on to say, a lot of these young elite players have only known success at a young under-21 age because they were often the best players in their youth careers. It's great for them to come out on loan into senior football for the first time where they don't always get it their own way. It develops their coping strategies and their resilience to go on and really push on their careers. Decent. He goes on to say that Aziz needed to show some patience this season, but the manager said he's earned his spot in the side and that he has the capacity for a big future. But what has changed between this interview and now is not clear. So they wanted to keep him. It was Arsenal that recalled him.
I noticed he played for England under 20s on October 11th last year.
Yeah. Tony, I'm going to send you the link so that you can read it. I've just sent it in the internal chat. Actually, I'll send it to everybody on the chat. Guys, let me send you. Daily Cannon was the one that done this one up. You can see the link.
He's going to be playing on. He's going to be playing against Spurs.
Might be, yeah. It says he goes on to say his technical ability and athleticism will give Epi an opportunity to have a great career. He's done really, really well. He's another one who's incredibly driven with an outstanding level of focus, and he's a student in the game. He always wants to learn, develop, and improve. He's fought his way into my team, and good for him. So there you go, guys. So it wasn't all bad after all. It didn't go well, but Arsenal was the one that pulled the loan, not the other way around.
But it just goes to show Arsenal is so desperate right now.
They'll pull a loan.
So desperate.
That's what I said. You posed the question, Wilshere. First of all, can you bring anybody back from loan? Because you got players.
You did say that. Yeah, you did say that. You did say that. Everybody's reading that link that I just sent through. Guys, that link. Crawley, the manager, has really said that he's a good player, and it sounds like he's a bit upset that Arsenal have recalled the player because he's just fought his way into the first team. It's a bit of a shame because
it's good to know that we've got loan players who's getting that review, because I was talking to Kez on the forum today about that same point. We've got players going out on loan, but they're more on loan that aren't going to get an opportunity to come back to play for Arsenal. So you want our youngsters to, as Tony refers to it, either cutting trees down or making an impact so it can benefit the team when they come back, because that's what we need.
Yeah. I mean, look at the classic example is Emil Smith-Rowe with Huddersfield.
Yeah.
That was a successful loan deal.
Yeah.
Because the boy got the experience he needed. He made a difference in that team.
Yeah.
And when he came back, it was like, we got a baller now.
Yeah. And that's what we want. You stop and you think how long we've invested in these youths. Yeah. And when they get the opportunity to play first team football, they need to be making an impact. So that's the essence of what a loan deal should be.
Right, guys, I'm going to. I might as well do player ratings because it was a really good result, and regardless of what happened in there, we have to applaud the players that was on there. So while you two talk, let me just put my scores in there.
Well, you know what? I'm still hopeful, man. It's, as I say, great result today.
Yeah, I mean, look, as I said on the last podcast, these next 3 games, this one and the next 2, could be the definition of our season. If we get 2 results now, because this is a result, that's one down. Yeah, positive. Because I'll take that. I would have took that at the start of the game. The next 2 are still just as vital as today's result. A win against Spurs, and even take a draw. Right? But we must beat Liverpool at home. And then this season can continue with a great deal of optimism. Because we will be in a cup final. We would have kept the dirty scummers beneath us. Yeah?
Yeah.
And it gives you the opportunity, hopefully, to get to the next set of games where they're games that are not so difficult. Yeah? Because let's be honest, in the grand scheme of things, Liverpool and Tottenham are the 2 most difficult games out of the next 5.
Yeah, I told
So
Vincey what you
want
told
we
me
want
about
to
the fans
buy
going into
time.
meltdown.
We want to buy time with 2 decent games, the next 2 games, get through the end of this month, bring our players back from AFCON, and then reset and restart again for a running. Because that's what we're about. We're looking to get a running. Yeah? Because then we start looking at games like Man United, you know, all the other big games again, where we need our players to be kicking and on fire. The Man City game was the catalyst because that showed we can compete at that level. But it also showed that we have to have those particular players who have been performing and not have donkeys on the pitch, because that donkey from today and that game.
All right, guys, hold on a second. Hold on. This is Paul Merson.
Defensively, the way they can capitulate in certain games. Today they stood up. Every player, they had a set way of playing. Arteta got them in at half time. He set them up, and they all worked. And when you play with 10 men and you play like the way they played at the end, everybody's got to put a shift in. The minute one person doesn't put a shift in, it's good night. It's good night, and you get opened up. And they all worked their socks off today. They should be really proud of themselves, and the manager as well, because you know it's easy to say, how can you put in a shift like that today and you get beat at Nottingham Forest? It doesn't work like that, does it? You know, it's one of them. It's a different team, different players, and sometimes, like today, when you go down to 10 minutes, it becomes a little bit easier because you've only got to play in a space of 40-yard football match. You know, you're not worried about the other 60 yards up there. All you've got to defend is this 40. And in the end, you know, they counter-attack well. They should be, you know, I've been one of the biggest critics over the years. Today, absolutely outstanding, but Liverpool did make it easy.
To back up Paul's point that he's making there with regards to the approach from Liverpool, statistically, this is how the game broke down, of course.
Right. Okay, so thank you, Paul Merson, for that. And he had nothing but good things to say about the whole display from the players and the manager. So let me let Tony and Vincey finish off what they were talking about, because I had to cut them because of Paul Merson, and then I'll go straight into my player ratings and we can all get that done. Tony, what was you saying?
Talking about loan players. We're talking about the loan players. And,
yeah, I mean, yeah, as I was saying, you know, players like, you know, Emma Smith-Rowe was the typical what we want to see from a youngster going out on loan in the Championship, performing, doing well. You know, even Eddie. You know, Eddie with Leeds did what he had to do, come back. And, you know, look, I know some of us are not sure about Eddie. I still think he needs to be given time. I'm very excited to see what following Balogun will do at Middlesbrough, because I think that's a very good team. They're a good footballing team. Yeah. And if he can, again, establish himself, score some goals, I think he's going to learn a great deal from being in that particular level of football. So, yeah, you know, that's what you want. But at the same time, you know, look, we know we've made some bad mistakes with loan players.
Yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
so. Vincey, you got something to add before, or should I just go straight into it?
Nah, go straight in, man. Go straight in.
Okay, so
good.
guys, I'm going to give Aaron Ramsdale a 6. I think he just had a very nervy moment quite a few times. I didn't really see the distribution that I've normally seen from him. He's kept a clean sheet at Anfield, though, so let's not forget that. But I've dropped him to a 6 because I just didn't think, for his level, I mean, some people, non-Arsenal fans are regarding him as top 3 in the league. I didn't say that. I've never, ever once said that. I've said Martinez is top 3 in the league. But what Ramsdale is showing, not just Arsenal fans, but he's showing the league that he's up there with the best of them. So this, and look, you know, you see Alisson and Edison, you see them having some stroppy games. This is one of the fewest times I've seen him play like this. So he's only human. Yeah. Hold on. Is that Tony? Yeah, I got to shut Tony's mic off. So this is one of the very few games I've seen him where he's shaky. So nothing against him, but he didn't have much to do, actually. The Reds only had 1 shot on target, and that was right at the end of the game. So I thought he dealt with the crosses and deliveries. I thought he dealt with them wide well, punching them out, coming up to catch a few. But overall, I give him a 6. I'm not going to grade Cedric Soares because he came off with a hip injury seconds into the game. Ben White, I thought Ben White, I wouldn't have given him man of the match. I would have given that to Lacazette, but he was outstanding. I mean, this guy, he was pumped up. He did everything. He was exceptional in every phase of playing the ball well on the floor, in transition, headed clearances, duels. He was just smart today. He made it difficult for Liverpool in the box when they were stacking the box with red shirts. And I like what I see from Ben White today. Has to get respect for that display. Gabriel slightly underneath him. Gabriel was a 7 for me because just a little bit reckless, but I like the way he came out for balls, read them well, intercepted with some long tackles. But it was, look, both of these guys are the heart of Arsenal's defence, and they have a top 3 defence in the league. Yeah, let's let that hit home. These are no slouches. We might talk about them about how they're young and they're pitney and they're boys, but defensively, they're as good as any unit in the league. And it all comes from these 2 guys and the goalkeeper. So, yeah, he was a bit reckless and raw today, but to his defense, he hasn't really shown that this season. There's been one game where he got red carded, where he looked a bit reckless, but for most of the time, he's looked solid, and I thought he was solid today, except for just a little bit of a wobble. Kieran Tierney, I'm going to give a 7. Now, I've got to say this, guys. I've been Tierney's biggest critic. Since he's come back, I haven't given him less than a 7. Since he's come back from taking over from Tavares, he's improved and got better and better and better. And I think today he defended in space as good as he has done at any time this season. The timing of his runs going forward, able to keep possession and not give the ball up too easily, I thought he did really well with that. Next up is Lokonga. Now, 5 minutes before the end, I said to you guys that he didn't have a decent game, but I'm still going to give him a 7 because he had so much to deal with in the midfield with Henderson in front of him and, you know, what Liverpool had to play with. And the shape changed into a 5-3-1. And he had to be in the heart of that midfield and keep it ticking over. And he was decent. And as Tony said, he had so much, he was out for 2 months and before the Nottingham Forest game and hardly played any football. So today I think it was a good stepping stone for him to try and get some stability back. But he was in the central area and he didn't look loose. But I think we all know his skill set. We all know what he's capable of. We didn't see that today, but I'm still going to give him a 7 because he was decent. Not going to grade Xhaka. I'll leave that to you two. Bukayo Saka. Saka could have got an 8 tonight. I give him a 9. I give him a 7.5. Look, it's tough playing on the right in Arsenal's system with 10 men. He had so much to do in terms of getting on the ball, finding space, which I thought he was outstanding with. But it's just what he did with the ball that let him down today. Time after time after time, making the wrong decisions and putting the ball into tight areas when he could have had an easier option. He tried to overplay the game. But that being said, he was able to get in those positions to receive the ball, and he had to battle. He had to contest those duels to win the balls. And I thought from that point, he played really well. So he's going to get a 7.5. Lacazette is my man of the match. Lacazette, for me, guys, he was the leader on the pitch. He battled. He chased everything down. He fought. He won tackles. He played with abandon. He didn't care what the toll was on his body after 90 minutes. He gave it all. And that is what a captain has to do for Arsenal Football Club. And he gave us that. He is a proper captain. I don't care what anybody says. This is the display that you need week in, week out from a player of his stature. Well done, Lacazette. Fantastic. I applaud you. Yeah? Captain's performance tonight. You can walk off. When the players were getting it wrong, he was right in their ass. He was bang. He was pointing fingers. This is what you should be doing. That's what every player, to the goalkeeper, to the centre backs, to the right backs, to the midfield, he was on everybody's case tonight because he will not accept anything less. That is leadership. Yeah, that is leadership. Well done, Lacazette. Thank you very much for taking the job of the armband and running with it. Martinelli, I give him a 7.5. I actually thought he had a decent game. But the problem with things like this is when he doesn't assist and when he doesn't score, some people think that, you know, he's been wasteful. But that wasn't the case tonight. He again, like Lacazette, he left nothing on the pitch. When the final whistle blew, he was laid out on the grass, flat out. And Arteta, the first person Arteta ran to was Martinelli because of his work rate. Every loose pass, every time Liverpool's trying to play out the ball from the back, he closed them down, worked tirelessly for the cause. And it's a shame. It's a shame because he's an unsung hero. He never did anything special tonight. Some fans may even go away from tonight and say he was poor and he didn't have a good game. But that can't be anything but from the truth. Fantastic that we have young players of this stature that are putting in performances like this. And I hope that he's okay for Sunday. I really do. I'm not going to grade Nketiah because Nketiah had to be a victim of that red card from Xhaka. Mikel Arteta, I'm giving him a 7 today. Really, really tough game for him to manage. Really tough game for him to go into with a depleted squad at Anfield. But yet he still found a way to make it work. As I said, he settled on a 5-3-1. It wouldn't have been what I would have done, but because of the lack of midfielders he had to play with, he had to throw. It was winding Tony up. Centre back after centre back running onto the pitch. Tony was like, well, what's going on here? I felt Tony's frustration as well. But from a manager standpoint, I looked on the bench and I just said to Tony twice, what else can he do? And Tony himself said, the Picnic Them just played 2 days ago. So this Arteta's put in a really difficult position for tonight. And he would be relieved that he would be leaving Anfield with a shot of going through to the final against Chelsea. And for Chambers and Holding, look, I gave them both 7s. I thought both of them did a bang-up job in trying to hold the game up. Duels on stout, man on man, not letting their players go by them and being accountable for this result. Everyone played their part. Just like Paul Merson said, this is a team result, guys. It's a team result. And that's me. Tony, you got the conch. Oh, sorry, you're still on mute.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
brother. Sorry, yeah. I can't really say much different to you. I think my ratings are pretty similar. I, like you, think Lacazette was probably man of the match, even although I think he was done by 80 minutes. And there was good reason for him to be done, because the geezer run his heart off. He was defending like a Trojan. I
don't think I've seen him run this hard all season.
Yeah, I just think I felt sorry for him, because I felt he just needed to be hoiked and somebody to just come on and just run for 10 minutes, just to give him that, that time off where, I think it's going to affect him on Sunday. Hopefully he'll be good enough and strong enough to give us a good 70 minutes of work.
I'm just wondering if we could have brought on... 90. I'm just funny you say that, and I'm saying look at the bench. I'm just wondering if we could have brought on Patino and put him in the middle and put Martinelli up front. But mind you, Martinelli was gassed as well, so it don't make no difference.
But the kid that is running the rule at the under 23s is Amari Hutchinson. And I know he played the 90 minutes 2 days ago. He scored a screamer like Pepe, coming off the left flank, off the right flank, left foot, boom, top corner. I'm like, what?
But this is Liverpool at Anfield, bro.
I'm like, boy.
Yeah.
You know, look, was it last year or the year before, the 5-4 at Anfield?
5-5. Yeah, the game finished 5-5 and they won on penalties. 5-4, yeah.
And
Joe Willock, masterclass. Martinelli, 2 goals. Yeah.
Exactly. So that to me was like, you know what? That's what this cup is about. It's one of them competitions that you go, you know what? Sometimes kids in this competition, they play out their skins and they show their worth. I would have loved to have just seen the kid run out for 10 minutes just to say, you know what? You got a job here. You've got to stop their back four passing the ball into the midfield. Run your heart out for 10 minutes. Tone knows. Tone and I play together.
Yeah.
When you get a chance to come on and you're fresh legs, that's your job.
That's it. You don't get
everything.
You don't get overawed by the opposition. You go out there and do your job.
I'm not asking the guys to come out and become Alex Lacazette. I understand that. Yes, Hutchison is the real deal. I like the kid. He scores bangers. He scores some beautiful goals.
Sorry, guys.
His touch.
Hold on.
To do what we've done today, I think they deserve a lot of credit for that.
Did the sending off obviously inspire them?
Well, I don't know if it inspired them, but we certainly took the fight. And I said to them before the game, when you want to come here, you have to have certain attitude to play in this ground. And in difficult moments, you have to act. You cannot be reacting, because then it becomes really complicated. And I think the boys did that extraordinarily well in certain moments. We played the game that we had to play, which is not our game, but we managed to play the game that we have to play.
What was your view of the red card?
I haven't seen it back, but if they checked it, so probably was the right call.
You haven't seen it back at all?
No.
Okay, so we'll get your views on that maybe later on in the week. But in terms of, you then had to make decisions, didn't you, on the hoof, and you were just sort of waiting to see what you were going to do. Is it a question of a gut feeling, or do you go back to plans on those sort of situations?
Well, to plan with already the numbers that we don't have any midfielders on the squad, so it becomes really complicated, because whatever we are going to do is not going to be natural. We play with 3 midfield players that were Martinelli, Sambi Lokonga, and Bukayo Saka. They never played there in their life. They never played in that formation. We believe that could help them. That could give us still the threat in counter-attack moments to create some danger, and they did really well.
Yeah, and you went back to 3 centre-halves, which is something you did at the start of your career with Arsenal, but maybe not so much this season. But they seem to fit in really well and stop Liverpool progressing down the centre.
Yes, I think we believe that it was the best way to do it with the players that we have, and the changes and the solution that they normally put in when they play against 10 players. But still, it doesn't matter. Formation is about the attitude the players show, the quality, the decision-making, and to survive for that long here, it's very difficult.
Arsenal fans will be scratching their head. How can you put in a performance like you did on Sunday and then one like tonight? Can you explain it?
really difficult to explain. You see the performance that we had against Manchester City, where we probably deserved to much more than what we got in the game. But again, we played with 10 men. Then we went to play Forest away, and it was a completely different one. But today we got the level back, and we did what we have to do. But it's an extremely young team, and sometimes that inconsistency is going to happen.
Antonio Conte will probably be pleased with what he saw tonight. You down to 10 men, running your socks off. You're going to have to get them all sorted out and back out on the pitch on
the extra
Sunday.
motivation to play a derby brings the energy when you don't have it. So again, no excuses. Is what it is. We have to play that game now, and we'll prepare the best possible way.
And then, of course, you've got the second leg. It's beautifully set up now, isn't it? 0-0 at the Emirates.
Well, I'm expecting now that our fans are going to create an even better atmosphere than what we've seen today, which was already really good, because we're going to need them to beat a top side.
And finally, any injuries, any fresh worries for you?
Yeah, we had a few injuries as well, yeah. That's why we have to make the substitution. That's why I said it has to come on. I think Callum is struggling at the end. So let's see how we are.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. Back, page 1, chapter 1 of the manager's.
Tony, carry on.
Yeah, so you see the injuries that we pile up now because we overplay certain players.
Oh, God.
And I know we don't want to play youngsters. I personally, I brought it to your attention that those kids played less than 48 hours ago against Chelsea. I've seen the goals. I've seen how good a game that was. We won 4-0 at the Emirates. But
4-1.
They got to a point where we should have just said, you know what? Some of those players were so far out on their legs. Xhaka, I could see. I didn't need a medical man. And I'm like, why are you pumping drugs into the man to try to get him play? He's finished. He can't run. And you can't go, have you now just ruined him for Sunday? Because that would be absolutely a disaster.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to hope and pray and keep on Twitter and find out how this progressive. African Guna, thanks for joining us. Tony, you finished your player ratings, haven't you?
I just went with yours, bro. I'm going to give the ones that you didn't. So Nketiah, I'm not really going to give him a grade because obviously he didn't play really for long enough.
Same with Suarez.
That geezer that you don't like, Mr. Granit Xhaka, he gets a 0, bro.
0 is nice.
He's lucky to get that.
Yeah, because Vincey would have given him a minus. African Guna, I know you're not going to do player ratings because you're in the car at the moment, but what's your overall thoughts of the game?
I just literally getting into the parking, so I'll be able to do it. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah. I can hear you loud and clear, mate.
Okay, cool, awesome. Just really, I'm speechless. I'm proud, but I'm speechless because I think could have definitely done better. I saw Bertram's message in our group. I think it's quite unfair on Xhaka. I think he was our best player today. He ran his socks to the ground, and he was our only threat. And we could have honestly even scored if he had done a little bit better on his chance. But you can't blame him.
Yeah, I think he's just frozen there for a bit.
In terms of, I think, have to give some credit. I'm back.
Yeah.
Can you guys still hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. You're coming in and out a little bit, but yeah, I can hear you.
Tactics, I think we have to give credit to Arteta. We have to give credit to Arteta because I think he did a good job in changing it to a back 3. I think taking off Nketiah was a smart play. Obviously, I don't know what happened with Cedric. He had like a muscular injury in the first 30 seconds. I watched the replay. I have no idea how he got injured. But, I mean, I didn't want him on there anyways. I think Holding came on and actually did a pretty decent job. I think we did get a bit lucky. We were sitting on the fence. I mean, that Minamino chance was open net. We got lucky, but we deserved our luck today, especially considering how we defended against Man City and we didn't get the luck that we did today. So I think it's deserved. I think it's a great result. Even if we were 11v11 and we got 0-0 to go into the second leg, none of us would have complained. So
yeah, I think it was Chambers that came off of him, not Holding.
Sorry?
It was Chambers that came on for Suarez.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it like the player, the second sub when we brought on Holding.
Oh yeah. I gave them both sevens. Yeah, I gave
good.
Chambers and Holding
did
seven.
well. No mistakes or anything like that. I also think Martinelli ran himself to the ground. I think
Agreed.
Lacazette also did really well. So for me, Xhaka and Martinelli were my man of the matches because they ran their socks off. They were the two hardest working players on the pitch for me. Even though the rest of the players performed well, those are the two stand-up players for me. Ramsdale, I mean, he made some mistakes, guys. He almost got us in trouble.
I know. It was. Yeah.
I mean, I was watching. I'm coming home. I just watched the game with a Liverpool fan, and I mean, I was really happy because 0-0 was a wonderful result for us, and he was pissed because they should have definitely won this game. Like,
how upset must Liverpool fans be right now? I mean, you have a depleted Arsenal squad coming to what has been the worst stadium in the last 5 years for them, losing by an average of 3.2 goals, and Liverpool couldn't get it done tonight.
Yeah, in terms of Xhaka, like, what can I say, guys? This has to be the final straw. And, I mean, you saw my comment in our group. I just, ha, because, like, what other reaction can you give? Like, it's just time and time again. Like, it's actually unbelievable. I've never seen a player in my life forget, like, what league. I've never seen a player in my life commit so many crimes.
I know.
So many crimes.
But yet they still invite him back because you know why? His mission to destroy us is not over yet. He's waiting until we miss top 4 again, and then his mission will be complete. You see the Emperor Palpatine saying, "Now your failure is complete."
There is no way he comes back into this team. Tell me, guys, how does he, even if we have no midfield, how does this guy come back in the team? And he's not even going to apologize. And even if he did apologize, I don't want the apology. I just want him to tear his contract up and get out of our club. Like, I've also seen on Twitter a lot of the Xhaka fans have had enough, and it's a great thing to see. A lot of people are opening their eyes. This was the final straw. I mean, literally, you cannot keep repeating this. It's too obvious, and I think people are seeing it now. So I really hope Arteta sees this as an opportunity to exile him, because if he does play again in next week, I think he should be booed. Honestly, I'm going to boo him, from the TV, because this guy doesn't deserve to play for us.
I 100% couldn't say it better than you. And for me, this has definitely got to come down to Arteta. Enough is enough now. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
He literally is just a wrecking ball. Like, he gives away the game. Regardless.
You could have beaten Manchester City. You could have beaten the champions had it not been for this guy.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I'm going to go through my ratings quickly. I think Ramsdale, 6, I agree. Cedric, couldn't really rate him. I would say White, 8 was pretty good. I think, Gabriel was the weaker of the two today. He made a really bad pass to Ramsdale in the first half that almost was an own goal. So, I would say also a 7. Tierney, 7 was quite solid. Really couldn't go for it as much and stuff. I mean, a lot of the times we were just clearing it just to get it back. It was just coming back over and over, and that's really all we could do. Lukonga, I'm also going to give a 7. I think he was quite solid. Didn't make any mistakes like in previous games. Xhaka, I mean, it shouldn't be a negative infinity. That's my score for him. Saka, I'm giving a 9. I have to. I mean, like, he was just too good for me. Like, he was our spark. Literally, had like 3-4 players on toast. He got Robertson a yellow card. So he was the danger man for me, and he ran his socks off. And I think in terms of like the painkillers that Tony was just talking about, I think it was a strategy. I mean, I don't think we were ever going to try and push him to play. I think we were just trying to find a way to like kill 1 or 2 more minutes, because we're at that stage where we just really needed to try and kill the game as much as possible and wind down the clock. Lacazette, I'm going to give a 7. I think he was great. You gave 8.5 to Lacazette.
Yeah, he was my man of the match.
Yeah, I feel like he could have been more involved. I don't know. I feel like sometimes his hold-up play wasn't as good, or he wasn't releasing well enough. I mean, he played very solid, but maybe I was expecting just maybe a little bit more, maybe 1 gear higher. But he worked his socks off. Martinelli, 7.5. Even I would give an 8. I think he was incredible. It's just the work rate. It wasn't even anything else. It was just the work rate and the heart, and he set the tone for the rest of the team for me. Him and Saka did. Nketiah, unfortunately, can't rate because he wasn't on. Arteta, I'm gonna give an 8. I have to give an 8, man, because like we kept the clean sheet. He changed it to a back three, and it worked. So you have to give him props. He could have taken longer to make the switches, and I mean, we've seen him make really weird decisions with substitutions. So yeah, have to give him his credit. Today was a good showing. Chambers, I'm gonna give. What did you give Chambers? Oh, both sevens. Chambers and Holding, I agree. Both sevens came on, did quite solid. There was an occasion where Chambers had an opportunity to cross and he just completely butchered it and just kicked it out of bounds. I was quite disappointed, but I think the most important part of his game for me today was he had to defend well and make sure that nothing was going to come through that side. So yeah, can't be really upset because we got the draw, but yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot.
So, Vincey, what's your thoughts first of all, player ratings wise? I think that's fair from the Afin Kaguna. The only reason why I didn't top off Xhaka, because the difference between Saka's performance today and previous is that he had end products previously. Before today, it seemed like for all of his work and everything, the ball, the final ball that needed to make something happen, just was off. I don't think he didn't give Lacazette anything to chew on. But I thought, like you said, him, Martinelli, and Lacazette. I hadn't seen this. In fact, for the whole season, I haven't seen the front three work as hard as they did today. They never left anything on the pitch.
You saw Martinelli at the end of the game, literally
just flat out.
He gave it all.
Yeah, just flat out.
Vincent, I'm not going to move too far away from your ratings there. I thought your comments about Ramsdale, I think for all of us, we were quite hesitant at first. First half, we just like, is this the same Ramsdale? Because he was a solid normally, and he just looked rusty for some reason, and it made us all nervous. But you know, at the end of the day, he came out for some crosses, bit shaky, but you know, at the end of the day, he recovered well. Cedric, I didn't even notice that he went off. It's like as if he just ran off because I didn't even know he was injured. But definitely, White for me was the better of the defenders, and I agree with your rating of 8 there. Gabriel, probably a 7. Tierney, he played a solid game. My only frustration with him, sometimes he could keep the ball in play and allow us with some of his clearances, and we talked about that during the play because we're under the cosh with the sending off. So sometimes we've got to everyone's got to use the ball intelligently. But at the end of the day, defensively he was solid, and that's all you could ask for. Xhaka. Now, the strangest of things is, up until the sending off, he was actually playing quite well in midfield. We were moving the ball with pace, the same way how.
But you know what I'm going to.
And it's like, I'm looking and thinking, so he can actually play this type of football. And then he goes and does a challenge. When he made the challenge, I'm thinking, what were you possibly thinking? You know, if you were there on your own, you wouldn't do that challenge. But you know there's a defender, and it's just the highest level of stupidity from a player, an experienced player. I'd probably give him a -5. Because for me, if I'm a manager, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, you know what? That's almost as bad as turning up late for training.
But I mean, isn't that why you got rid of Mustafi? You sold Mustafi because of things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowing this guy to come in and do exactly what Mustafi's doing, but yet you're playing him every game.
I mean, if you look at it, sending off's bad, but it's the type of sending off and what you do, and you think, what are you doing? I mean,
after 24 minutes,
it's just senseless. And you know, I'm just so happy that the rest of the team rallied together to get a result, because I saw this result there, 11 against 11, and I'm just so happy the team, the players stuck with it. Xhaka for me, I could probably give him an 8.5. Lacazette, I'll probably give an 8. Martinelli, I'll probably give an 8. Those three were just heroes because they were our attacking threat between the three of them at different times, and it's very difficult when you're playing against 10 men. But they did it tremendously. They stuck at it, ran their socks off, and all credit to them. I'm going to give Arteta, I'm going to give him an 8.5 because of what he did in the game with the substitutions. I understand exactly why he had to do it, and it gave the team a platform to actually play cohesive football under the counter-attack.
Good. I'm glad you mentioned that because that's why I said to you, I wouldn't have gone 5-3-1, but it worked.
You have to do it, but you've got to take the right personnel off to allow certain players, when you get opportunity, be direct with the ball. Take on a player. You can't all do it because you won't have the legs to last 90 minutes. So you've got to do it in spurts.
Yeah.
Put it in the right position. Sometimes you've got to put it long, get it out, and reshape. But what I noticed was that Christmas tree formation was fluid.
Yeah.
Lacazette came back, and whenever the ball went out wide, they were sprinting back to get back into shape, and that makes all the difference. And this is why I was saying that the youngsters are going to learn so much from playing like this. That's how you learn. It's not so much about 11 against 11. 10 against 11, you can still be organised, disciplined, because now you can go up against 11 against 11 and better teams and still put in performances like that. And it gives you a platform to get something out of the game. So I'm really pleased that the youngsters stuck with it. I give Arteta 8.5. The only reason I want to give him higher is for what Tony's was saying about his substitution. He could have made in those last 5 minutes. Yeah, if I don't know what capacity.
Yeah, because I didn't see anybody who could come on, so I was just like, "What do you do?" Well, and say if we'd have brought a kid on, and then the kid made a mistake and we lost the game. So
that's plausible, but the concern is the toll it's going to. Lacazette doesn't normally last 90 minutes. Yeah,
agreed.
Lacazette ran his socks off. Yeah, so he's going to be a concern for the Spurs game. Martinelli and Xhaka, they're young. They can bounce back, but at the end of the day, 8.5 I give for Arteta. Chambers and Holding, again, I give them both 7s, and I'm pleased that Tavares got on because again, the attributes that player has, regardless of what happened at Forest, 11 against 11, 10 against 11, his attributes, along with Ben White and their mentality on the ball, can allow Arsenal to get out of trouble in situations.
Oh, yeah.
And when
he's easily got more talent than Tierney.
Yeah.
I keep saying to everybody, I think Tierney is the more stable out of the two. He's the more consistent because we've seen what he can do throughout a whole season. But Tavares is raw. But when he turns it on, Tierney ain't even close to him. And I've seen this guy just shred right backs.
I'm just so pleased. I'm really, really happy for the team because, again, we can play football with the mindset. It's all about mindset and set the team up right. Give them an opportunity. We can play football. We got a result tonight, and I'm so happy for them. Really happy.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And so, guys, next Thursday, the second leg, which is going to be at the Emirates. Now, I've got to think to myself whether I'm actually going to go to the game or stream it here. I think I'm going to stay here and stream it just for the sake of I'm on drugs at the moment, so I can't really drive too tough. So, I'm back on heavy dose. So I've not been driving at all over the last week or so. So I'm probably going to not go to the game next week, which means that I'll be here with you guys. And it's going to be a hell of a game. Tony, are you still there, bro?
Yes.
Tony, have you got anything else to add, Tony?
No, I mean, as I said, you know, we've got 3 games this month. We're now 1 down of those 3 games. Well, should have been 4 if it had counted Man City, but you know, I'm going to start from today's game. 2 games now to define our season. If we should get success with 2 wins in the next 2 games, our season becomes very much alive and kicking. The expectations become inflated. And you and I both know, we were saying, you know, 7th place would be a good improvement for this year. We weren't going overboard. But if we should win the next 2 games, despite the loss to Nottingham Forest, I will be very optimistic about a successful finish to the season. Like, you know, I think there's a decent chance to compete for a serious European place.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say which one. I'm not going to say which one, but I think there's a serious chance we could compete for a serious place. Now, the other thing that could affect that is the transfer window, because I don't like the transfer window. We know I don't like to get involved in rumours. I'm not going to start saying who. But if Arsenal do some business, I'm convinced it will be good business.
Yeah, it will. They're getting the cream of the crop. And not only they're getting the cream of the crop, but they're going out there and they're finding gems. That is how you build a team. I mean, the guys they've brought in at the moment. I remember once saying to you guys in the summer, I said, at the moment, I give the transfer business in the summer a 5. But I said to you, like, if it works out, I'll give it a 7.5. I'm actually giving it a 9 because the players they brought in this last summer are outstanding. This team, you know, I know West Ham got a result the other night, but this team are battling for 4th place, which is something I never thought that they would do. And I just think that they deserve all the accolades they get because they're competing. And some might be upset because we might not get top 4. Yeah, you know, so what? It's about the performance and it's about how much we're in the game, because competing for that 4th place is where we want to be. We don't want to be a mid-table team, which is where we've been for the last few years. You only have a chance. As they say, you've got to be in it to win it. And right now, I believe that Arsenal are in that discussion. Whether they get there or not is a different matter. But what's important, and this is the bottom line, this is the foundation of Arsenal Football Club. What's important is that we are battling and competing for 4th place. African said his internet dropped. He goes, he's proud of the team. So am I. So is Vincey. Vincey, closing comments?
Yeah, I'm just really pleased that I believe we've turned a huge corner in the mindset that Arteta has in getting the team to actually play football. Tonight we played football. You know, it's a huge step in the way how we started the season. Regardless of the players missing, we weren't playing this type of football for a long time. But so over recent weeks, look at that performance against Man City. That's football. That's what I expect training to be like. I now believe that we train because we can perform like that. Before, some of the football that was being displayed, I didn't believe that we were training. It's the culture.
It's the culture. Yeah, it is. And some fans are not happy with it, but the culture is producing this kind of football.
Yeah, but for me, it's taken a while, and it shouldn't have taken this length of time for us to be playing this type of football. So for me, this is why I'm saying I believe we've turned the corner, because this is the benchmark for how we should go out and play football. It gives us an opportunity to compete in games. And as the youngsters grow and they take their chances, you're going to see this team kick on. So I'm really chuffed. This is the tournament that I wanted Arsenal to take seriously. I know if we have a great mentality and ethos, it will have a reflection on our league form and our results. And that will take care of itself. So I'm the fan who I couldn't care less about top 4 right now. I want Arsenal to put the performances in, and what they did tonight made me so proud of them. I'm really happy for all of them.
Yeah. I'm just reading the forum and seeing some fans actually trying to defend Xhaka. I'm having none of it. I'm going to, once I finish the stream, I'm going to go and sit down with my family and watch Boba Fett on Disney Plus, because I'm not even. I'm not even.
Absolutely stupid challenge. You're not even.
I know you're looking
at the ball, but you know there's a defender there.
But you know what? You know what's funny? Some fans are actually saying that the challenge wasn't a red card. Now,
red card all day.
Now, whether it was a red or not, it's not important. If you bring down the last man, if you're the last man, and you bring down a striker through on goal, that's a red. You don't even forget the challenge. If you bring a man down and you're the last man, that's a red. That's the book. That's the rules.
Nani did it for United when they were playing Real Madrid years ago and got sent off. Any high-footed challenge like that, anywhere on the pitch, we're not even talking about the penalty area.
And it's not even talking about high foot. If you bring a man down, whether it's high or low or mid, you're
off. Starting to the chest, you're off.
Yeah, you're off.
It's absolutely stupid. You can even make that challenge with your body without putting your foot there, knowing that you're the last man, and it wouldn't be a red card. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Just stupid.
But guys, here we are, time and time again, and it's the same conversation with the same player and the same. The difference is that the team had to battle to ensure that he didn't throw us under the bus. Because we've been playing without him for such a long time now. And as I said, we went through that stretch where 12 of our 13 wins coming off the back of last season and into this season had nothing to do with him. So there's a myth that we can only win with Xhaka in the midfield, which just isn't true. And we can have a discussion with our opinions, but I'm just pointing out the facts. The facts shows that the wins, we are a far better winning team without the player in our setup. So, look, Arteta's going to have to get over his whatever it is. And I just think it's got to a point with me now where if you can get rid of Socrates and Mustafi for making those mistakes time and time again, why are you playing and putting Xhaka in every game when he's doing exactly the same thing?
But the problem is, it's not going to happen. You just give the guy a 4-year contract.
Yeah,
it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So,
and the player knows he's doing it. It's not, Willian knew he stink up the joint, and Willian said, "I'm going to tear up my contract because I'm not contributing."
Yeah.
If Xhaka had any clout or respect for himself, he would tear that new contract up and say, "I'm leaving because I can't give you what you want." Yeah. If he had any respect for Arsenal Football Club and their fans and the owner, he would just tear up that contract and say, "Guys, I've cost you enough. I'm poison to the team. I've been a liability. I'm sorry. And you can do far better than me." But he's not. He ain't doing that. He's just sticking to us like cancer.
Another thing you've got to look at is the way how these sending offs are coming about, where he's been used as a fill-in when the left back is out of position. Now, it's on Xhaka, but it's also on Arteta, because you've got to realise that if you're going to use him in that position and he's going to be that last man, look what happened against Man City. Look what happened today. He's a liability in those situations. So if you've got to hide Xhaka, you've got to hide him in a way where he's not going to cost you as cover. And that's something that Arteta's going to have to work on, because until he gets rid of him, because whenever he plays and he's going to play in that position, teams are going to start to exploit him because they know he's not going to go forward. So if he's staying back and they're going to get the ball over in that area, and then straight away we're in that same situation again. So that's some work that Arteta's going to have to work on.
He had the chance to make a statement when Lukonga had 2 man of the matches in his last 4 performances, and you repaid him by putting him on the bench for 2 months when Xhaka came back. He never even looked. He never even looked at an option. He didn't even say, like Tavares when Tierney got fit again. He didn't even say, I'm going to reward you for your displays and I'm playing you. And Tierney's going to have to wait his chance. He didn't. Him. Yeah. Xhaka only reported back to training less than 48 hours before he put him in. He weren't even match fit. Arteta could not wait to get Xhaka back on the field. He didn't even care about Sambi. And you had a player that you was developing and having a partnership with Thomas Partey, which if you had stuck with that, how good would that partnership have been right now? You had the player. You were bringing the player on nicely, and then you just went bang and cut his development and shoved him into the corner like he was nothing. And that's just as much as
I think you saw the repercussions of that against Nottingham Forest, because there was no to play. Ben White was leading the attack, and he's a centre back.
Yeah,
we had no midfield, and that's just not sensible football at all.
All right, guys, let's shut it down. So it's full time. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. Arsenal have done it, guys. They were down to 10 men for 67 minutes after another Granit Xhaka masterclass. The Gunners' stubborn resilience secured an incredible goalless draw at Anfield, which leaves this Carabao semi-final poised ahead of next week's Emirates, seething with passion. And I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it because that Emirates is a fortress. Man City found that out the hard way, and they won, but it was Xhaka that gave them the win. So I can't wait. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Andrew said, Apollo, are you on the same drugs as Xhaka? Yeah, man. And then Andrew says, Gunners, take it easy. You too as well, my brother. You too. Guys, listen, I'll see you guys later and join us again over the weekend. It's a big one, man. And I will be I'll be doing the game. I'll be streaming it because it's an away game. So join us here for Sunday. It's important. It's huge. It's top 4 football for the North London derby. And I'll see you guys there, man. Peace out.
Big up.